Okay, and we are live. Sorry, everyone in
Lovely.
chat. There's someone, Cheshire Creeper in chat's like, "Hello, are you guys here?" And I'm like, I promise,
No, not yet. Sorry.
we're here. We're starting. We're
in
here.
fact not here. I don't exist.
And we're in the end of it. We're getting there. We have like 800 no, we have like, I think we said last time that we have like 2 pages over 1,000 left.
God, I cannot believe it.
It's crazy how we've read this in just a year.
We're gonna finish Homestuck.
We're gonna finish Homestuck, guys.
We're gonna fucking finish Homestuck.
Hi, Gothball.
No way.
That's insane. That's so insane.
We finished Homestuck, gone wrong.
No.
No.
No clickbait.
But yeah, speaking of the people who are here to help me get through the rest of this fucking comic that we've been doing for the past year. We started this in, I think, January. Like, I think when was our first stream?
Quick to the YouTube.
Yeah, let's see. Open link in new tab. Our first live stream, like first Homestuck live
11
stream,
months ago.
10 months
December
ago.
22nd.
December 22nd? Yeah. Like just
Oh,
at the very end of last year, we started this. And
Holy crap.
we're here. We're at the final stretch. Also, welcome everyone in chat. Welcome Eridan. Welcome Pat Trap.
Run while you still can.
Gothball, the Lord see me. I feel like Moses in the cave. God. Insane.
You hath made the Lord's giggle.
But yeah. Anyway, with me as always, I have Salted Pearls.
Hey guys, I'm ready to wrap this up.
Exactly. Also, Simon in chat
Not
says
ready
hi.
for
It's their first time here. Hi.
Hi.
Good luck.
Next, infrequent flyer here, but still returning, Gino.
Yeah.
Well said.
Good job, Gino.
Yeah.
Returning
Have you considered poetry?
is Julie.
Funny enough,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Is
just
that-
yep.
Just
Yeah, that's me. I'm Julie. And I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna troll everyone today.
God. Returning for their third time. Now, we have Dolly.
3 for 3. Hi.
God. And then last but not least, we have River.
Okay, I'm recruiting for a coup d'etat against Mel to control VOFT.
Stop! No! Why?
Viva la revolution!
What did I
Also-
do? What did I do?
Also, Simon, if you want to see peak voice acting, you can go listen to my Caliborn from last week's stream. I'm
Oh
still
my
way too
God.
proud. I'm super fucking proud of that performance. I will die on that hill.
As you
I
should
mean,
be.
it got you casted, so.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Simon.
Gothball in chat says they've been watching VOFT for like 3 years, but somehow never been to a live stream. Honestly,
Oh.
that's so fair. Because because as far as I was told, the notifications only started giving them like the live reads to people recently. So
What the fuck?
yeah, I haven't been notified apparently. But yeah, we've been doing this for a year. Also, Mel, do a let's read of Crow Strider AU since you guys are helping the author dubbing it after all. They're doing the let's read. We don't need to.
We're literally a part of it.
Oh God.
That's just double dipping.
Exactly. We're helping them. They don't
Yeah, most of us are on that project.
Exactly. I'm the voice director over there now. God.
I'm Dirk, Hal, and Carcat over there.
I
actually-
just got
funnily
cast as
enough,
Goliath recently.
I
Also
got a
true.
rock.
I don't voice anyone over there, which is crazy.
Finally,
I feel like I-
voice
No
project
way.
you're not voicing in.
Yeah, I feel like the projects other than VOFT that I end up as a voice director in, I don't voice in because I'm also not voicing in Project S as of right now.
Your grip on the Homestuck voice scene is slipping, Melanie.
God. Also, the Insomniac Potato also, yeah, says, yeah, this was somehow my first time actually getting a live read notification. Yeah. Like, yeah, then it's crazy because we're at the end now. We have a playlist that has all of them on our channel if you guys want to go back and watch the VODs for those and go through our entire adventure. It's about, I think, 40-something episodes.
Welcome to
Yeah,
hell.
and
May we
each
take
are
your coat?
3 hours long.
And each one is 3 hours long. It's like binging Critical Role, except you're listening to us read Homestuck.
Well,
Arguably
when
worse.
We're not off track.
Yeah.
And go on batshit
If you
insane
do listen to
tangents.
it, at some point, I was a little drunk and I just waxed poetic about Bo Burnham after someone said something completely innocuous.
God. Yeah, I think I'm one of the few people who hasn't shown up VOFted to one of these streams. I feel like I should at some point.
Yes.
I haven't shown up VOFted yet.
Come visit me.
I
I'll get you busted.
I rarely waft.
Fair.
Unfortunately, my source has been cut off from my life because he voted for Trump and called my mom stupid for not voting for Trump.
Damn.
Ooh,
Oh,
yikes.
Yeah. I also love how also hello Panic in chat. I love how the definition of what VOFted mean. It used to just be high, but now it is just like evolved
Under the
into
influence.
any form of intoxicated or just out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
you should just be tired.
Yeah, you could just be tired and you could say, "Oh, I'm so VOFted right now."
Yeah. Also, Gothball based Critical Role is great.
Yeah, Critical Role's great.
I wish I had the
Roll.
time to watch fucking campaign 3. I want to see more of my boy Fresh Cut Grass.
Grass is so
Uh,
good.
I don't. There's some stuff I want to say,
Keep
but
it
I
to
can't.
yourself, motherfucker. I'll kill you where you stand if you spoil anything for me.
Pat Trap with
I
a
need
$5 donation. Oh, sure, I would love to watch 3,000 hours of streams.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, there's what is the? It's like.
So what? We do like what? 4 hours of these? So 4 times 44.
It's 4 times 44. Well, 3 times 44. It's like
That'd
100.
be-
It's at least 150
It's
hours.
130 Yeah, it's like so that's 132 exactly.
Hey, Alana.
But because some of them go to 4, yeah, it's about 150 hours.
It's about 150
Yeah.
hours.
Goth, we do not speak. We do not.
I'm holding some good Taco Bell with a 5 Mountain Dew. God. All right. Well, let's actually get into reading this. We have a good start. Oh, Groovy Lasagna. Oh, hey, Groovy Lasagna. What's up? That's they used to voice Dave for us.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
They were VOFT's OG Dave back in the day.
No.
I think
way.
OG, like very first
Oh
VOFT
my
Dave.
god, I'm meeting a legend.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, God.
Shake your hand, sir.
Oh god!
Ma'am.
Don't judge my
Person,
Kanaya,
please.
I mean, there's nothing to judge about your Kanaya because I think you're just the canon Kanaya.
God.
Stop it! Don't say that. She's gonna appear in my head.
All right, let's get into this.
Let's just jump into it.
Let's jump into it.
Jump into it.
We're starting with a good one.
Tavris.
Tavris, my beloved.
Tavris, my abhorred.
It's not even Tavris. What are you guys talking about?
But that was the sign.
Hate them.
I saw the
Oh,
sign.
Moonsetter, beloved.
Oh my god, the art.
Radia mention.
Who did
You
this art
know,
again?
I might actually try to learn how to draw this style.
There was quite a few different people who worked on this, who worked on Verskagram specifically. I think McSiggy was one of them.
Oh my god, Mixiggy mentioned?
Mixiggy mention.
Yeah,
Oh!
Ikimaru is also.
I was supposed to talk
Pat,
about
Pat Trap, have a wonderful wonderful day.
Bye, Pat Trap.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Huh.
I'll have to look who did art for Verskagram.
Womp womp.
Yeah, see ya.
Ah, it's so pretty.
Look at them. Oh my god.
Oh, she's so me. So me. Controversial. Only Mel and Gina will get this, but Chamberkin's Rosemary, but it's like, okay, I'll explain it later.
Yeah,
Oh, this art style is yummy.
I like this one.
Vriska looks so butch here.
It's really
Yeah.
good.
Butch Vriska
Great,
real.
Classic.
Yeah. I love
Jacob! Yeah!
I love specifically that fucking Ikimaru was such a like
Had the Homestuck fandom
Like
in a
a-
fucking chokehold.
well-
Oh my god.
Ikimaru was a car resi
I thought it
truther. Was like one of the biggest
Oh,
car
were
resi
they?
truthers, and they had to draw the fucking thing that made Dave Cat canon.
Oh, see, because from my side of the internet, I was like, their art was fucking everywhere.
Oh, yeah,
It was
no,
always- Their
100%.
shit was always being dubbed. Like, I swear, they were like, they had a grip.
I like this art style personally.
That is really good.
This
Yeah,
one
this
was
is
always
fun.
one that stuck out to me.
It's like low-key 90s anime inspired.
Mm-hmm.
I like this specific Dirk. This is a
That's
very
the one
good
in here.
Dirk.
Cuboidal.
Huh, I didn't see any mixing.
I may have.
I'm glad
I think
my-
I may have been mixing up Mixigi and Ikimaru in my brain. I'm gonna be real. They were like
How
they were like
dare
the two Homestuck art juggernauts in my brain.
Yeah,
There used to be a word for art juggernaut.
can't agree.
Damn,
Oh,
okay, sorry.
I just realized that hey, Gino, you can have another voice. There's a Tavros sprite in there.
Oh
that
yeah.
we didn't. Unless you want me to be Tavros and you want to be Dave.
Yeah, I can do Tavros.
He's so in chat. I can't believe you guys are gonna finish Homestuck almost while I'm at work. Hey, we are not getting through.
We're getting
we are.
close.
We just talked for that whole
Getting very
time.
close.
Yeah, we're gonna get like maybe a third of the way through this because there's a lot. These conversations, these like dialogues are very long. God.
Worth it though.
Oh yeah.
Also, that one Ikimaru post with Karezi Dave holding hands and Ikimaru being so sad. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
you know what I'm talking about. Wait, sorry. Did you say that you were taking Dave and I was taking Tavros, or are you doing Tavros and I'm taking Dave?
Dealer's choice, I guess.
I'm okay with it either way.
I'll do Tav then.
All right. Is it time yet?
No.
Oh. How about now?
No! Dave, we've been waiting for 3 years. 3 years is a pretty long time. Long enough for me to have picked up the habit of calling them years instead of the far more sensible unit of measurement, sweeps. I think you should be able to survive just a little longer.
Still don't understand what's supposed to happen. He's just supposed to, like, appear?
That's my understanding, yes.
You mean here? On this frog circle thing?
I don't know. Somewhere in this session. At which point, if he has any brain at all, he'll seek us out.
So, Jade came on a gold ship through a tiny window, apparently. But John wasn't on it?
Well, his corpse was, somewhere. But that John doesn't matter anymore. Kind of like how there was a bird version of you out there, now presumed dead, who also didn't matter. The real John and the other Lalonde girl will spontaneously appear from a different reality. I determined a lot of this through my time travel reconnaissance work upon arriving in this session. Sorry to steal all the timey thunder from the great Night of Time, end quote. But someone had to take the initiative and go on a fact-finding mission.
No, it's cool. You can have that thunder if you want it.
When exactly is this supposed to happen?
Soon!
And she's unhurt? Will she remember our brief encounter?
This is a totally different Lalonde girl. Things were different for her, so she'll have different memories. I have no idea if you and she interacted at all in her timeline. I don't know the full extent of John's alt-reality experiences either. But apparently things went raw for them in about as many ways as you can imagine. Presumably because I wasn't around to keep everyone's shit in order.
Oh, snap. But yeah, I agree with your sentiment largely. Of you being more competent than most people in general, Vriska.
Thanks, Tavros.
Hey, look, I know I'm not considered important enough to be in the loop on certain key tactical decisions anymore, and I don't really know what's going on most of the time, and therefore am forced to take any bullshit that happens with a grain of snack mineral big enough to bludgeon a man to death. But if it's not too much trouble, Vriska, maybe you could take a moment to explain why Tavros is now a sprite? And Equius too, and also why Equius is wearing a new pair of moronic-looking sunglasses. Thanks in advance!
Sorry if you're having trouble keeping up with the times, Carcat. I didn't explain it because I thought the nature of the development was fairly self-evident. I mean, no offense, but I didn't hear anyone else voicing any confusion. What about you, Kanaya? Did you think it was fairly self-evident? I thought it was fairly self-evident. Yeah, see? You apparently took it upon yourself to prototype the 3-year-old cadavers of 2 of our deceased friends.
No, I got that! I'm not a fucking idiot! I mean, where did you find those unprototyped kernels? Didn't these people already enter their session?
Yes, they did months ago, from the current frame of reference. But this is a void session, Carcat. I thought we talked about this.
Ugh.
A void session, by definition, is one where the players enter the game with the kernels unprototyped. As such, it becomes totally dysfunctional. It can't bear fruit because there's no battlefield in Skya unless you go to the trouble of putting one there, of course. Which the Condess has already done for us, via Grimbark Jade, prior to our arrival. Quite considerate of her, really. Oh god. This is aside from the point, though. The bottom line is, this session comes courtesy with 4 unprototyped kernels waiting to be put to use. So not being one to let a sweet perk go to waste, I took initiative and put 2 of them to use myself. Really, this is some basic stuff, and I'm sure we went over it all at one point during our trip.
We did. Carcat, don't you remember when I walked everyone through this? I was making extensive notes in my journal. When I looked away for a moment, you and Dave rested the tome away and began scribbling phalluses in it while giggling like children.
Maybe? I guess that rings a dong shouter.
Oh, what? Dude, Lamau.
What? Shut up! Look, a lot has happened in 3 years. We've all been through stuff. Am I really expected to remember every tedious morsel of exposition from our resident light bores?
Rose, get a look at this ungrateful Philistine. He doesn't deserve our fucking acumen. Between your nerdish obsession over the knowledge granted by our aspect and my unprecedented ability to weaponize said knowledge with ruthless gamesmanship, we are double-handedly saving the asses of everyone on this team.
I'm glad at least one person here appreciates this categorical certainty.
Hey! I appreciate this categorical certainty.
Whom do you think I was referring to? Oink.
Wow, okay. What the fuck ever to that vainglorious load of crap? I'm still spouting off here, I think.
That's fine, Carcat. Take all the time you need to collect yourself and continue frothing at the mouth whenever you're ready.
Okay, I figured out some stuff I'm still either pissed off and or confused about. You say there are 4 kernels here. You know we did lose more than 2 friends on that meteor. Which reminds me, I guess I should say hi Tavros and Equius again. Nice to see you guys back with us, sort of. Pardon me if I can't get too sentimental about the reunion, since along the way here, we ran into about 10 different versions of your stupid ghosts. That kind of lets a little air out of the poignancy balloon. Sorry!
Hey, buddy.
Don't wink at me. Oh, I'm Arceus.
Yeah, you're also Arceus.
I forgot about that. Whoopsie doodle.
Greetings, old friend. Not to worry, I have stored enough poignancy in my heaving balloon-like pectorals for the both of us. Though I should clarify that approximately half of my personality couldn't give the faintest fidgeting horse dump about you or your sentimental notions. Also, I'm very busy here, so stop talking to me completely.
Oh man, classic.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah.
And speaking of weird, one thing that bugs me about this is, I guess it implies you've been hoarding the bodies of our dead friends for the past 3 years? That's a bit fucked up, even for you. And not to get too macabre, but I would have thought they would have, rotted by now or something.
Yes, there was some moderate decomposition. I did my best to preserve them for the journey, after quickly rounding up the bodies while people had their backs turned.
Well, shit. That's a hell of a mystery that I always thought was a mystery, but found it too disturbing to contemplate solving. But damn if it didn't just get solved. So that's fucked up.
If you would stop being such a wuss for half a second about a bunch of corpses, I'll explain my reasoning. These are the only two sprites I had any intention of using for resurrection purposes. I brought Tavros back because, let's face it, that was kind of my fault for unnecessarily impaling him with his own lance and all. It was my responsibility to make amends for that, so I did.
Tav. Gino.
Sorry. Yeah.
Tavros, don't interrupt!
Whoops.
Then I made Arceus sprite happen because, first of all, he's a national fucking treasure. Literally everything he says was perfect and hilarious. If I hear a single word to the contrary from the peanut gallery, the motherfucker with a beef rocket. Oh my god, the way she talks. The motherfucker with a beef rocket's to the top of my shit list. So please, I enthusiastically invite one of you no-taste mouth breezers to talk smack about the A-man. Make my day.
Friss, yo, nobody's arguing with you on that.
I'm Dave.
Oh, whoops, they're
that's
right next
Dave.
to each other.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like,
Yeah,
Riss,
I'm an
yo,
idiot.
Nobody's arguing with you on that. Everybody here thinks he's pretty cool.
Sunglasses ching emoji.
Oh.
Oh.
That was an accident.
Like, just enough freak show steps removed from being my bro, I guess. Enough to make me not feel like
Dave, don't interrupt either. Nobody's allowed to interrupt me when I'm talking up Arqueous Sprite. That's the rule.
Owned. Wow, owned.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Second, the guy is a fucking tactical genius, totally conniving and calculating and unafraid to use methods that are just a bit morally dubious to achieve his objectives. And since I can't stick around for too long, your party is going to need someone like that. Besides, it seems like a really fitting fate for Aqueous. He genuinely seems to be more comfortable with this state of existence and seems a lot happier than I ever remember him being while he was alive. So I'm perfectly willing to do him this solid. After all, he did help me out when I blew off his arm, so now when I blew off my arm. So now we're square.
You mean triangular?
What?
Triangular.
I don't...
It's the shape of my clop-damned glasses.
Oh. Oh! See what I mean, guys? He's a fucking riot.
Agreed. Thank you for the strong endorsement, low blood
Endorsement.
endorsement, low blood / person I've never heard of and don't care about. I'll be finished with my work here momentarily.
Gino.
I know. Excuse me, Mr. Aquarius, what exactly are you doing to her?
I am disabling her tiara top. It is extremely delicate work, not to be trusted with human hooves.
Yes, I've also decided it's imperative to reclaim Crocker from the contest before she can wake up and cause more trouble. Her powers will be incredibly advantageous to winning the battle ahead, if you can keep her out of harm's way. In addition to providing her general purpose restorative capabilities, she also represents one extra life for everybody. And since heroic deaths could be getting handed out like inexpensive tobacco flutes pretty soon, I'm guessing this boon is going to come in handy.
So, how about our other dead friends?
Huh?
You know, Nepeta, Aridin.
Oh, right. Them. I was getting to that.
Oh, okay. I know we talked a lot of strategy in Advanced Riska, but I really don't remember you mentioning a plan to prototype our friends as corpses. Might have been nice to get a heads up. Not to make a bad pun on account of the fact that most of their heads were literally severed.
Yeah, sorry. I had a lot of logistics buzzing around in my brain. It's hard to keep you appraised of everything that crosses my mind. I promise I'll be as thorough and transparent about my motives as I can from now on. Okay, Pyrope?
Okay.
So, after prototyping Tavros and Equius, that leaves 4 remaining dead friends, but only 2 empty kernels. Obviously, this presents quite a dilemma. Well, okay, technically 3.5 friends, whatever the fuck that means. Nepeta, Fefri, Aridin, and Solix's dead body with his half-ghost floating out there with Theradia. I know that caveat sounds stupid as hell, but let's not get hung up on it. The fact is, we've got 4 corpses, but only 2 slots remaining.
Sorry.
You're good. And there's no way I'm going to lump their bodies into the same sprite to make a pair of freaks resigned to an existential hell worse than death. Except in Arqueous Sprite's case, since those 2 nutjobs mesh with each other's personalities so phenomenally.
I must compliment the exquisite judgment you've shown in this matter. But if I may suggest, nay, perhaps command, you should prototype the 2 royal bloods and be done with it. They deserve it.
No! Arqueous, your reservation is noted, but the hemo spectrum is bullshit. It's not going to factor into this decision.
I strongly disagree, but also sort of don't care, as you were.
So, considering there are 4 left, and I can't personally say that any is more deserving of life than the others, I intend to let them all rest in peace. That is my ruling, and I'm inclined to call it final. They can live out the rest of their afterlives in the dream bubbles, which still need to be saved from Lord English, lest we forget. But of greater importance, here is the fact that this leaves 2 empty kernels as a resurrection backup, in case 1 or 2 of you jokers dies in the line of duty once too often. Believe me, you'll thank me later for thinking this all through so well in advance.
Okay, that's a good reason to have spare kernels, but maybe we should back up a bit. I'm not sure your verdict on our dead friends is totally airtight, or that you have the authority to make a final ruling.
Come on, Terezi! I'm not saying I'm an authority on mortality here. I only said my ruling was final because my logic was so impeccable. It was kind of like a figure of speech.
Yeah, all right. Let's think it through a little more. Solix Half-Ghost is perfectly happy out there with Arati. We've seen him and confirmed it ourselves, so there's no reason to consider him. And Aridin, he murdered Feferi. Tried to kill Kanai and Solix. He doesn't even deserve to be in the running. But Nepet and Feferi, what did they ever do to anybody?
Yes, this is my point exactly! I don't want to be the arbiter of Aridin's value as a person because of the mistakes he's made. Or Feferi's, or Nepeta's, or Solix's, or anybody's. The only reason I chose those 2 over others is on account of taking responsibility for some nasty shit I personally did. Plus also some tactical considerations for the greater good, but that's different. I would think you, of all people, would be on the same page as me when it comes to taking responsibility for your own actions, while in the same stride not judging other people for their misdeeds too harshly. But if you feel comfortable continuing to the crown yourself as the Queen of Justice, then be my guest.
Oh, give me a break. I think we both know the justice issues here are pretty cut and dried. Solix wants to be where he is. Aridin is a murderous douche, and the girls are innocent. I say we bring him back.
Terezi, please! Let's not bicker in front of the party. We need to be showing solidarity here.
We do?
Yes, we are equally important to the party as its overarching executives, the ones with the most experience in the Department of Guile and Ruthlessness. I may project my voice louder than you and borrow the spotlight for a little longer, but you are always the soul of Team Scourge. I couldn't be doing this without you. I wouldn't even want to.
Oh. Yeah, okay. You're right. I'm behind you all the way.
I stated my case, but if you really want to revive them, that's fine by me. I've got the torso parts with me right here, so feel free to round them up and prototype them anytime.
You do? Where?
In the hunger trunk. I've stashed all the spare remains there to keep them fresh, along with our final living party member.
Huh? Oh. Oh. Wow, yeah. I think I'll revive them a little later.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, later.
God.
Oh, suit yourself.
Also, we have Nil in the chat.
No.
No.
Hey.
Shout out no.
So, am I inferring correctly from some shit I just heard that
Inferring what?
that Vriska is like the de facto team leader now? Or Vriska and Terezi? I don't know, I never understood the Scourge shit. You two have always been in like this scheming, giggling enigma. Huddled together in Peapod for hella self-tickled murdered dorks. Couldn't for the life of me figure out what you've been getting up to on that meteor. Is this it?
Is what it?
VOFT to read back chat soon. What?
What?
Huh?
I don't know what that means. Oh,
Apparently, Simon is the muse of Yuri.
that's good. That's good. I love that. rushing to check the live stream during intermission of my theater production because Homestuck is more important now.
Real.
Based. Hell yeah.
God, read all on chat. Oh, God. Shh, it's just Yuri. Continue. God. All right. The plan
Theater's
you were hatching
temporary
all
Homestuck.
along. The plan you were hatching all along. Is this like your big move? Your power play to usurp Karkat as team leader finally?
Oh, brother. Dave, no, this isn't a coup. It's just common sense rearing its ugly head for a change.
Oh, got it.
Good.
Wait, no, don't got it.
Ugh.
It sounds like you're just being the leader now because you want to. And making all the plans because nobody else wants to or really cares. I mean, not that I even care either. I just want to set the record straight. Karkat, are you cool with this?
Sigh.
Karkat. 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 Yo, Karkat.
What?
Oh my god. Dude, were you just not listening to any of that?
To what? What's happening now?
Man, how long have you been tuning all this shit out? I mean, I literally just said I don't give a fuck about any of the shit Vriska's saying, so maybe I'm not one to talk, but at least I have the decency to actually be joking about that. What the fuck are you even doing?
Sorry, I'm guilty. I zoned out on some of Circuit's self-important blither and was carrying a private conversation with the mayor. Is that okay?
Dude, you don't have to get the go-ahead from me. Shoring up a little one-on-one time with the mayor is literally always acceptable. What were you talking about?
It's private!
I didn't hear you mumbling anything though.
We were
Who's talking about you?
We were mostly communicating through a series of simple gestures. I was talking smack about certain people here and chose to remain discreet about it. Girl. Game, girl. Game, girl.
God. No, yeah, I know what that's all about. How when you talk to the mayor and most of the time words aren't even necessary. Like, he just knows. Man, the mayor's just so wonderful. I love him so much. Hey, let's all take turns hugging him.
No, that's fucking stupid. Just, what were you saying when I was spacing out just then?
Oh, nothing. Nothing really. Just wondering how you felt about Vriska usurping your leadership role. And if maybe you wanted to throw a vintage shit fit about that or...
Oh. That's a good one, Dave. Wow. Me, leader? Too funny. I am entirely and singularly baffled that it could still even occur to anyone to entertain the notion that I might still be playing any role, even within sniffing orbit of a leadership position of this ridiculous party. When was the last time I did anything of a leader-like nature without being trumped by Vriska's Machiavellian limelight gluttony? Or for that matter, when was the last time there was actually anything leadery to do that didn't involve snuggling up on the couch to watch Good Luck Chuck for the 500th time? I have seriously just been assuming her takeover of all leadership duties was some fait accompli shit for 3 solid years, and have since been enjoying the peace and quiet of zero responsibilities, which is why, quite frankly, I've been able to keep my blood pressure down and now resemble the living embodiment of peace and fucking tranquility, which presently basks before you in a state of frothing euphoria hobbled turvana!
Okay, so vintage shit fit it is.
Karkat, that was a beautiful soliloquy of acceptance and understanding of your role, due to acknowledgement of your overwhelming personal limitations. But be that as it may, you still actually do need to be paying attention, so you can keep up with this plan. While I may be the leader now, this may be the last time I see any of you for a very long time. Someone's going to need to step up when I'm gone.
Right, Sarkette, then I'll make this a whole lot easier for you, and the team as a whole. Starting now, I hereby renounce my role as leader of this group, or any, forever! Vriska, along with her tactical virtuosity and monstrous ego, are more than suited for the role. And if, when, and to wherever she eventually decides to fuck off for mysterious, yet-to-be-explained reasons, then everybody else who feels inclined can slide right into that position, so long as it isn't me!
Great! It's settled. I'm the leader. I gladly accept the baton you're going to such lengths to pass to me, Karkad. Honored, in fact. Not everyone is nearly as passionate about labels or ranks as you. In fact, I'm pretty whatever about the distinction, but your melodramatic endorsement of my abilities is appreciated. Excuse me, Miss Leader? Not that it would have ever occurred to me to cast the slightest doubt on your strategic expertise, but I was wondering when you were planning on getting to the actual strategy part of this meeting? Glad you asked, Mariam. Way to keep the meeting on point. Remind me to give you a promotion. A promotion to what? Nothing. Nobody's getting a promotion. It was a joke. Fuck. The answer is very soon as Egbert and Lalonde get here, which should be right about just give it another second or two. Right.
Vriska.
Right
Yo, can we maybe bust out some refreshments while we wait for this totally imminent thing to transpire? Can I take a look in the fridge?
There are no drinks in the fridge.
What's in the fridge? Sorry, I think I missed that part of the conversation. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Shh, 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 shh. Shut the fuck up. They're here! Ta-da! Hi, John!
Whoa. Hi, everybody! Wow. Wow. He's really here, isn't he?
Hey, John!
Wow.
Don't just mumble to yourself, you rude fuck. Say hello!
Oh, yeah. Hey, John. What's up? Hey, Dave. Not much. Hi again, Karkat. I only saw you like 5 minutes ago, but I guess that was years ago for you. Dang. You've probably been through a whole lot of silly nonsense, haven't you? Wait, never mind. You don't have to answer that. There will be plenty of time to catch up. Hi to everyone else too. Oh man, I missed you all so much. Even the people I don't know very well or haven't met yet. Oh, by the way, this is Roxy. She's my new friend, and we just went on a crazy adventure together to save the timeline and come find you all. So, here we are.
Hi.
Why does she look like that? Why does she look like that?
They look so gummy.
They look like goldfish.
The snack that smiles back, Roxy.
Rorb Lorb.
Oh. A mom and her daughter, and her daughter and her mom daughter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yay!
The momder and the momder.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say the Dom, but that wouldn't work as well.
Yeah, that's not as good. That's a different thing. Oh, hey, Terezi.
Why don't we
Hello,
talk,
Egbert.
Virginia?
Guess our plan worked out pretty well, huh? This session is in much better shape than the last time I saw it. You really bailed us out.
You're welcome.
I mean, not that you specifically had anything to do with it. You were as much the beneficiary of your future self's crafty schemes as I was. So don't get too smug.
No, I'm pretty comfortable being smug and taking credit for future me's ideas. I've always been on excellent terms with my future self. She and I get along famously.
Okay, whatever you say. Oh, that reminds me. I know the scarf agenda wasn't really your idea per se, but do you have any idea what all that stuffed dragon shit was about? Did that, like, actually serve a purpose in the timeline? Or were you just fucking with me?
I was almost certainly fucking with you.
Okay, wow, great. Good to know. Thanks for that, Terezi. That was really awesome, a really awesome use of our time.
I'm glad we're in complete agreement.
Oh, fuck, sorry. Okay, I was eating my salad. Give me a sec.
Seriously, right in front of her salad?
God.
Why, I was eating my salad.
Wait, what? What's this about stuffed dragons? Terezi, what stupid thing did you make John do?
I just sent him on a few totally indispensable mission critical errands is all. No big deal.
Yeah, forget it. Long story short is, I got owned. The end. By the way, good to see you again, Vriska.
Good to see you too, John.
It's cool that you're alive now, instead of being a cunning ghost pirate. I think your, ways probably are more valuable to have here, in the land of the living. At least, I hope so.
I couldn't agree more. I never got a chance to thank you for knocking me out a few years ago. I mean, obviously, because I was unconscious. But thanks for that. I was being an idiot and deserved it. And as a bonus, it apparently saved my life. So, thanks. You're a real friend.
Don't mention it.
I've received quite a few beatings in my time, and not only did I have each one coming, but they all led to big changes for me. But, on the road to becoming the impeccably evolved person I am now. So by that measure, it was probably the most critical smackdown of my entire life.
That's cool. If you ever need another really important punch in the face, just let me know. I'm your man. I love later on the conversation with Vriska, where Vriska's just like, it's like, where's the guy who punched me in the face? That was the cool. It's like, where's that John? And it's like, that's like one of the coolest things you've ever done. And John was like, no, it's not. You're just weird. Rose.
Hi, John.
Hi. Nice to see you alive and well again. Not to mention in the correct timeline.
Yes, you did it. I'm still a bit unclear on exactly what it was that you did, but whatever it was, you sure did the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you for returning with my my Roxy. Thank you for returning with my Roxy is obviously the remark I meant to say, and is the statement of a reasonable person.
Of course. Really, it is so good to see you. I'd give you a hello hug, but you seem kind of tied up at the moment. Oh my gosh, how cute. Hello, Jake, right?
Yes.
You sent me a letter once, right? In a box full of weapons and a rabbit?
Oh, yeah, that was me.
Thanks for
I
that.
have to get the voice back.
Thanks for that. It was cool. It made me really curious to meet you.
Right. Me too. I mean, curious to meet you, not me. Not the letter, I mean. I didn't quite...
Not the letter, I mean. I didn't make me... I mean, I was always curious to... doggone it.
What?
Just... I had other stuff I wanted to say when we met. There's so many people here, I don't... Sorry.
It's okay. I understand. I'm shy too. Let's catch up some other time. Just you and me, man to man.
Oh. Roger that.
Oh, hey Tavros. Looks like you're here too.
Hell, definitely. But don't worry. I'm not very shy.
Yeah, I know.
So you can feel free to say as many things to me in a conversation as you want.
That's nice to know. Maybe later.
Bitch.
They didn't fight in this timeline. Tavros was just trying to make friends.
Hi, Dave. Hey, bro. You're back and alive, all because of me. I guess that's the thing we're all accepting as truths. That's true, yeah. It's okay. There's no need to thank me. I mean, I wasn't going to, but like, not as a means of being an arbitrary dick to my #1 childhood pal from the past. I literally have no first-hand cognizance of ever being in danger. I just fucked around on a meteor for a bunch of years. And here I am, so... And so are you. Which I think is pretty dope. It is very dope. Hey, Carcat, don't leave me hanging here.
What?
There is more than enough fist bump to go around for everybody. I left it hanging there just for you, but you're leaving me high and dry here, dude. Carcat, holy shit, where are your manners? Leaving a fist unbumped like that this is a new low.
Oh my god, you didn't leave your fist there hanging for me. You fist bumped Dave, then withdrew your fist to say some things, and then re-offered your fist to me the moment you said, "Don't leave me hanging." I saw you with my own eyes!
Carcat, wow, that is really pedantic. And now you actually are leaving me hanging in order to explain your nonsense. I'm this close to revoking your bumping privileges. God damn it. Here.
This reminds me why I shipped John Cat Black growing up.
Fair.
This exact conversation.
My poor husband was abandoned on Magma Whiteboard for VOFT. What is Magma Whiteboard? It's always funny when people are like in chat. It's like, oh, it's like I am prioritizing this over other thing, and I'm just like, cool.
Why?
It's like I'm glad that we're that cool. It's good shit.
A good old bump.
Strider to the rescue. The fist bump has been secured.
Dave, no! Fuck! I wanted to do it of my own volition! This doesn't count, it's not real!
Oh, it's real, buddy.
No, I'm going to fist bump you later, when I'm feeling it! But it's going to be fucking natural! Mark my words!
We'll see, Carcat. We'll see. Wrecked. Hey, Dave? Why is Jade asleep? And also Teen Nana. Or Jane, I mean. Oh, yeah, Vriska had to knock them out. What? Why? They were kicking up a ruckus. Can you wake them up?
Oh shit! Fuck!
I don't have any more salad, guys. This won't happen again.
Alright.
Don't wake them up!
Yeah, we can't. Some kind of brainwashing thing going on. Gotta keep him napping. Especially Jade. I'm sure you know what kind of crooked-ass baloney fuck power she's got. Can't let her turn those against us. Right. She should be pretty psyched to see you, though. You think? Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not, but apparently along the way, our version of John died. So she made the whole trip without you. Oh no! Yeah, this timeline was. I feel like Mini Hoof's adventure always comes on at the worst possible moment.
It really does. Also, fucking
I don't know. This is perfect.
it didn't even occur to me until this read through that this is clarifying that the version of Jade we have in Beyond Canon literally almost lived her entire life not
Yeah.
around anyone.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, she had.
I think about that a lot.
The Jade that we see in the epilogues and Beyond Canon had
Never even hung out with John or Dave Sprite
Well, I mean, she did, but like for very, very little amount of time.
for one day.
Exactly.
One day. Even half of that.
is like
Damn.
it is insane that she just how much isolation she had to deal with.
This poor girl.
Where were we? Where were we? Oh yeah. I'm switching the music. I'm skipping Mini Hoof's adventure again. I'm sorry. God.
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, this timeline was gearing up to be pretty tragic, I guess, but then you sort of Deus Ex Machina out of nowhere and spared us those sad times. I mean, from your point of view, I guess it isn't Deus Ex shit it isn't Deus Ex shit. You were just zapping, you were just the normal John you always were, all zipping around like a nerdy hyper god, saving everything from whatever. But from our standpoint, you just kind of yanked yourself out of a random ass nothing. But hey, you know what? I'll take it. Is it okay to say please don't spoil stuff? Yeah, okay. We will.
I was just making the connection that it was the same Jade. It just like changed my perspective
Yeah.
of the character.
Man, I had no idea. I guess that's what Typhoeus meant. That's so sad. Poor Jade. I can't believe she had to spend all the time on the ship thinking I was dead. I mean, I guess I was dead, but you know what I mean. Are you sure we can't wake her up for a second, just so she can see that I'm alright? Gonna make a Friska noise?
God damn it! Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I had an idea. I had a brilliant idea and I had to put it in voice chat. I promise you I won't have this problem with Kanaya.
Feel free, but I have a feeling you'll just be joining her nap if you try. Darn. I guess we'll have to catch up later. Hey, what about Dave Sprite? Dead. No! That sucks too! Yeah, I guess so. You guess? It's a weird subject for me. Like, the guy was always on borrowed time, wasn't he? I mean, that was his whole thing, right? I don't know. I'll miss him anyway, even if he isn't the real Dave. I kind of feel bad for ever thinking of him as a less real version, actually. Yeah, he's me and exactly what I would be like if I was a moping existential bird, so it's kind of embarrassing to even talk about, okay? I guess it is sad, but you know, a lot of versions of me have died. Lots of versions of all of us, including you. Isn't what's important that certain dubious categorized iterations of ourselves are all alive here and now, hanging out? Yeah, that is what's important. I guess there will be a time to reflect on everything that was lost later, like dead time clones and double dead ghosts or other such hogwash. Right now, I'm still so excited to see everybody. There's so much stuff going on for us all to catch up on. I don't even know where to start. It's overwhelming. Don't stress over it. We still have some time to kill before shit starts getting real in this session. At least according to our Vriska-in-chief. What do you mean? All the bad guys are still just outside the Insifosphere. They won't converge here until a few hours or so. So let's all just sit back a while and shoot the shit. And I do mean empty our clips into the shit. Like, really pump that turd full of lead. Right up until she gets bossy again and commandeers our fly bro times with more shrill tactical exonerations. That's not what that... Exhortations.
Exhortations.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, that sounds great.
We really didn't think through the assignments on whether or not we would be talking to ourselves.
Nope, we're dealing with it. This is how
I'm pretty sure 3 of us have done that so far.
Yeah, definitely. And I think going forward, this conversation will be me talking, doing both people. This conversation...
It's going to be me talking both people.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be you doing both. Wait, oh no, that's not Vriska.
No,
that's
but
Rose.
here's the thing. All of these like have interjections from others.
That's fair. This one has Gino talking double. Let's see here.
We did it, guys. We're so good at this.
We're so good at this.
I feel like it would be impossible though to not
yeah,
have
especially-
people talking to themselves. with
especially
6
in
people.
I'll say it's impressive.
Mhm.
It is cool when we do it.
I'm very happy
It will
that
speak to our skill.
Yeah.
I never have to talk to myself.
God.
I always talk to myself. He.
Oh wait, I realized that there's text here. You are confronted with an especially empowering character selection menu. 8 choices? Free will has done it again. It has caused you to feel alarmed and anxious, but maybe, just maybe, slightly excited as well? You cautiously click on a batch of teens to discover your true feelings. 8 possible options is actually kind of a lot now that you think about it. It may be easy to forget to click on some of them. To make absolutely sure you've clicked on all 10 batches before proceeding, you check to see if all the links below are purple first. If any of them
Clicked
are
on
blue,
all teen badges, so he's calling the
Oh.
little groups badges.
teen. I don't know why I said 10. Hi, I'm dyslexic.
The monster strikes again.
Ba-da-da-da.
If any of them are blue, it means you didn't read those.
It's
And
because
you
I know
probably
it'd be a feature.
should before continuing. Wow, free will sure is a lot of responsibility and hard work. So, tell me about your ridiculous meteor journey. The Dave from the Bad Timeline told me some funny stories when we got together on the grassy hill planet. But we weren't actually hanging out for that long, so I didn't hear much. Also, I'm mostly sure Vriska wasn't alive during their trip. Oh, well, let me tell you, Vriska was most certainly alive during this one. Like, almost extra alive, if that's possible. I think I know what you mean. I spent some time with her when she was a ghost, and, let's just say whatever her mortality status is, she makes her presence hard to ignore.
Yes! Yes! I love this! Can we spend our whole reminiscence just destroying Vriska? Slightly above audible level?
Slightly. Carcat, you only have 1 volume setting.
Wow! Fuck you!
Okay, dude.
Wow.
Maybe let's not spend our pal time trash talking circuit, if only because there's no way you're getting repeatedly trounced exactly just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll chill out. You're right, Dave, as usual.
Wow. Carcat, for a funny, shouty guy, you backed down on that really fast. I'm almost a bit disappointed. I was looking forward to more of your patented ravings.
Hey, John Fuckbert! I'll have you know that I'm a little more mature and reasonable than the last time you saw me. I'm a lot more than Mr. Hollersponge One Note, and anyone who disputes this can cordially invite me to play their dirty seed flap like a discount harmonica.
Oh, well, I'm sold.
Seriously though, it's pretty cool to finally meet you. I mean, under more civil, rational circumstances. Unlike whatever the fuck that brief encounter was 3 years ago, where you KO'd Vriska, then poofed your flimsy ass into the fuck-all continuum. I know I seemed really mad about that at the time, for whatever reason, but really I've had so many boring hours on that on that meteor to spend barely reflecting on the roughly 10,000 ways I don't give the slightest fuck about whatever idiotic twist of fate transpired back there.
Okay.
I'm completely over it. I'm over a lot of things, actually.
You are?
Yeah! Like, remember back when I was yelling at you all the time from my computer? Back then, I probably would have felt nervous or awkward about this encounter. Because of, well, you know.
No?
I was hitting on you briefly, and in a very confusing, non-chronological way without even quite realizing how badly I was shoving my strut pod down my own statement tunnel.
Dude.
I mean, until you mercifully and with a fair amount of tact shut me down. Don't you remember?
Maybe?
How can you not remember that?
I don't know, it was a long time ago. And we had a lot of ridiculous conversations.
Okay, well, maybe it was a bigger deal for me than it was for you. I mean, obviously it was. That's sort of the whole point. But the real point, or that I was trying to make, is that it isn't a big deal anymore. Because I'm over it.
Karkat, what the fuck are you doing?
What? I'm talking quite casually about some shit that's not a big deal. And the...
Oh.
Gino?
What?
I hear me through you.
I wasn't hearing any echo.
I'm talking quite casually about some shit that's not a big deal. And the point is that it's not a big deal anymore. So I'm just casually saying that. God!
Also, Grimbo in chat, Karkat homo.
Oh my god.
Karkat's so homo.
Does Karkat is gay?
Does Karkat
The
is
rumor
gay?
come out.
Holy shit.
Karkat
rumor
is
come out.
gay.
Okay, it's not an unreasonable conversation to have, but like, we just started friend jamming about past anecdotes to get us all up to speed or whatever, and you're already chucking out these guns?
Guns? What guns?
Just saying. It doesn't sound that casual, and no big deal if you keep saying it's casual and no big deal. Oh, and also, it's the first fucking thing out of your mouth to John in 3 years.
Sorry! I'm so truly fucking sorry I forgot there was an outstandingly smooth pile of shit in a cape within my judgment radius.
No, I mean, I think I remember. I think you were, black flirting with me or something, but in backwards order, and while consistently yelling, and I didn't really even know what that was. And then I told you I wasn't a homosexual, so it was kind of a moot point, but also, you didn't even know what that was either.
Yeah! That's basically what happened, and that is exactly what I was trying to say I was over. And wasn't a big deal anymore. But now it's a big deal again, I guess. That's fucking great. Thanks, Dave!
Yo, I'm hardly the one to talk here since I am a goddamn geyser of hilariously self-pulverizing fraudulent bloopers.
Self-pulverizing Freudian bloopers.
Freudian. Why did I say fraud? What? Anyway, Freudian.
Fraudulent.
Roddy.
Fucking. At this point, I can't even pretend to keep a lid on any shit that I've got in me, because I know sooner or later, during one of my rad soliloquies, I'll just pratfall butt backwards into an embarrassing admission, and I just have to be like, yeah, okay, that's my shit. That's my shit. That's what I'm about. Let's just get the fuck on with our lives. So when John's like, hey man, you're all locked and loaded with some stuff about how you're over him and go on and on about it, it's like some way obvious protest too much shit. And everyone knows it, so I don't see how it salvages any of your dignity or whatever to pretend that's not what's happening.
Oh my fucking god.
So, what I'm saying is, if you're so eager to push this out there...
I'm not pushing this out there!
if you're pushing this out there, which you are, then maybe we should rap about it. I mean, discuss it critically and earnestly and not drop ill rhymes or anything, though, because that could be sweet, too. So, are you sure you still don't have these unreconciled blackground feelings about John? I'd say we air this out before it ferments into some rank and hella unexamined feeling sauce. Dave, I think you're making Karkat uncomfortable. Are you being a wise guy and trying to make us uncomfortable? No, I don't do that to bros. That's huge. That's huge and cool. I don't see what has to be so uncomfy about chatting about our true-ass thoughts and emotions.
God, he's so me.
Dude, you clearly had a spades thing for John, but I don't recall you ever bringing it up. Is this something you've been thinking about all this time, or?
No! Not really.
Yeah, we could have talked about this. I have all kinds of shit to say about John seeing as he was my number one dude for approximately the majority of 13 years. The main dead end here, man, is like nothing personal at all. It's just that he is literally incapable of hating anyone.
I know that! That is the exact fucking thing I knew and understood, and why I felt so stupid about it in hindsight!
Also, fucking Brian in chat, Homestuck lives on. Is that a Vex profile picture? Hell yeah.
It is the best mid laner, don't at me.
Hell yeah. And then
This is true.
and
This
then
is so true. I love her.
There's too many league girlies in this chat. I think we need to die.
we
Yeah.
could have a VOFT esports. Someone
It's
said
over,
make
guys.
make a VOFT esports team.
No.
Bring back Goft. Bring back Goft.
No, but consider my
mean-
idea that I put in voice chat.
Consider my idea.
God.
Consider it.
Anyway, also
Melanie, consider it.
I will. And then
Jelly, you
Grapes
gotta find
Oda.
No, please God, don't make me do jungle ever.
Grapes Oda in chat says me when I start over yapping because seeing my two friends talking about their romance is making me feel things.
Literally, Dave is so fucking gay.
Why would we make you jungle pearls when
No,
Melon is
I love-
right
Grimbo,
there?
Grimbo, if
I
you're playing
relate
Grimbo, if you're
Dave's
playing set
development.
mid, I swear to God, I'm going to get you.
He's insane. Yes, he does.
Hey, Grimbo, die.
That's insane.
I mean,
That's insane that
Melanie.
you're doing that.
How
You
do
know
you
what's gonna
deal with all the
happen if Misha
mages? You're gonna
lives,
get your
right?
ass poked to hell. Like, you fight one Ahri and you're not living. You're not going to be able to do your laning phase, as said.
we're-
It's not
We're
gonna
all
happen.
league people.
All right, well let's stop
Not yet.
talking
Oh, I'm
league in
surrounded
chat.
by fucking morons.
Not yet.
Let's stop talking
Julie-
about league on the
Julie-
fucking VOFT stream.
Julie, let's get out of here.
God.
Yeah.
Grimbo, if you carry set mid, I will literally find and devour Barack Obama whole.
Why?
Whoa.
Why Barack Obama? What did he do?
Precisely for this
Why
reaction.
not Elon?
God.
Because
alright.
Hello.
Meanwhile, in
Rich.
Homestuck,
Meanwhile,
Because
in
he's good.
Homestuck, I fucking guess. God.
Elon wouldn't
Can we,
taste good.
if we make VOFT, can please Elon be a minor antagonist?
Well,
Well,
you
Isn't
know,
he the
you know,
antagonist of
you
Frank
know that
Olaf?
back when I wrote VOFT back in 2016, Elon Musk was the major antagonist.
Was he really?
I wrote VOFT in 2016,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
I
made
remember.
Elon Musk the fucking main villain in 2015.
I don't think you-
2016.
I don't
You
think
summoned this.
I don't think I knew that.
And
Yeah.
didn't
I-
didn't he
I-
also start a robot apocalypse?
He
and
sta-
now
yes,
Elon Musk is
VOFT
making
the
real
plot
robots?
of-
Please write VOFT.
The plot of
Why not?
VOFT was Elon Musk making a robot apocalypse and us members of VOFT
Mel?
playing Spurb to avoid it.
Mel, I don't
Yes.
think you understand just how much we fucking need VOFT in
Okay.
this day and
We
age now.
need to
write
you
VOFT.
need to,
All right.
You need to finish it.
We
that's
will
it.
finish VOFT. We just need I just need artists. God.
Shit.
I'd like to point
I'll
out that
throw
Elon
myself
Musk
on a
is,
sword, I suppose.
God.
Elon Musk is actively making robots now in real life, so I think you got hit with Apollo's gift of
has
prophecy.
been.
Literally, one of the first interactions between me and TK was me talking about the plot of VOFT and TK making a Apollo's dodgeball gift of prophecy meme about me.
This is what you get for being a Hellenic polytheist.
God.
You just get Apollo's gift of prophecy every now and then.
Hi, Selkie.
Hi, Soki.
Does that ever happen to y'all? You'll like live something and then like, wait, I saw this exact same thing happen in a dream this exact same way
Yeah.
like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
God.
It is the most unbelievable feeling.
It's
I
so
usually only get it about
discombobulating.
death, though, so I don't really like.
Aw.
I don't know how I
Fuck.
feel about that, Dolly. What the hell?
Mine are
right.
usually like good things that are supposed to happen in
All
my
right,
life.
No,
back in
I-
Homestuck. Back in Homestuck.
I'm
Meanwhile-
genuinely
Yeah,
sorry about
Dimension Lord says, "Can we get back to reading? Let's back to reading."
I would like
Well,
to genuinely apologize
not-
for my.
Not that I really want to egg on this train of thought, but I don't know if that's quite true.
Aegon.
It's not.
I can get really angry and hate stuff too, just like you, but I think only in extreme cases. The school guy in suspenders, I got really pissed off at, but I'm 100% sure that hate was platonic. Getting pissed off at suspenders, dude, sounds like just the sort of yarn I want to be all ears for sometime. But okay, that's something to work with. Hey, Carcat, maybe there's some hope. Maybe there's some hope yet. Maybe it's not a total lost cause. Okay, Dave, it definitely sounds like you're trying to own us now. Own? What? No way. I'm being real as a motherfucker. Being able to hate things, I think, is the smaller part of that equation. What about the other part? Don't you think that's a little more significant? What part? The part about not being a homosexual. John, dude, I gotta say, when you talk about being or not being a homosexual, you kind of sound like a corny old man. What? Why? No, that's...
And also homosexual.
Yeah. No, that's a normal way of putting it. I mean, it's a pretty normal thing to say, right? When that's how you are?
Oh, brother.
Somebody fucking kill me.
What does normal mean, though? Normal was some crap that ruled our dead civilization. We left that behind years ago. It's all a huge pile of shit that doesn't matter anymore. Okay? So then, you're saying... What are you saying? I'm not sure, I guess. Okay. I guess what I'm saying is... I don't think it's all as simple as you think it is. Or maybe not, like, actively think it is. But continue to assume it is on account of not thinking about it much. Due to a lot of junk about the subject that gets shoved into our brains from movies and stuff while we're dumb kids. I'm just saying that it probably isn't as absolute or simplistic as the way you've been framing it. Or maybe it is for you personally. I don't know. I'm just guessing you haven't spent much time thinking about it, if only because all the stuff we read and watched suggests that, like, even examining your honest thoughts about it is a perilous road to go down. Because if you actually think too much about it without always having that undercurrent of, nope, then what happens? What if it turns out that you're like, not exactly the way you thought you were? Or maybe not so much that as old presumptions about what you were turn out to be not that relevant.
Why? Why are these words happening to our conversation?
I don't know, man. Not sure what you've been doing the last 3 years, all riding a large boat and then saving everyone from apocalyptic whatever, but I've had a fuck ton of time on my hands to think about stuff. About stuff I've said and done in the past and why I said and did them. A lot of things I once would have insisted were like part of my brand and helped me come across cool and smartassy, but now I'm not so sure. We used to rip on each other all the time for being gay, even though we knew we weren't, which of course is what made it funny, remember? Yeah, I don't know, it was pretty funny sometimes. It was just a lot of joking around. Yeah, I know. It frankly is funny to say how gay something is sometimes, and let's face it, sometimes someone or something is just flat out really fucking gay, and there's no two ways about it. It's more like that through the preponderance of all that jokey shit is an underlying implication that is all lame, that it's all lame stuff for pansies, but not like us. No, we're not lame, and that's the joke. Which thrives on this like double buried implication that the real cool shit is founded on this absurd wanky ideal about masculinity, which if you think about it is 1, dumb as fuck, 2, the male adult adulation of masculinity to that extent, to be honest, is pretty fucking gay unto itself. And 3 was always some totally impossible shit for us to live up to anyway. I think all that's mixed up with the same phony ideals about heroism. Like living up to the storybook idea of what a hero to me feels almost interchangeable with living up to society's snapshot of what a hard manly dude should be like. I stopped pretending I could ever live up to either thing a while ago, and mainly have spent time looking back on the sheer magnitude of all my joking around. I used to lambast fuckers left and right, grinding them into the payment over how gay they probably were and how much they were quite possibly jonesing to kiss some dudes or such. And I don't really feel bad about it in the sense that it was jerky or like insensitive necessarily, even though I guess it maybe was. More that I feel like it was probably transparent. A massive front to outrageous snark to disguise a lot of insecurity, like a fucking cover-up. As long as I kept clowning hard about it, I didn't actually have to think about it or face my actual beliefs. Dave, that's cool and all, and I think I mostly agree, but, how do I put this? Are you gay now? What? No.
The words! Why won't the words stop? Dear God!
I don't know. I don't know. It sounds to me like you're trying to tell me something here. Man, no. Look. I mean, it's okay if you're gay now. That's totally cool if true. I just think you turning gay would be kind of a weird consequence of me changing the timeline around. Okay, not weird, just unexpected. I don't know what I did that would account for that. Maybe saving one of Terezi's plush toys did some goofy homosexual butterfly effect thing on you? Jeez, who knows?
Homosexual butterfly effect is wild.
Fun fact, this conversation right here is the entire concept of the MSPFA, John Ruins a Wedding.
Hold on, I need to go set homosexual butterfly effect as my Discord status.
God, fucking Christ.
The song in the background really makes this whole conversation.
Dude, you aren't listening. Although a gay butterfly effect is a pretty funny idea, let's not dismiss that as a concept altogether. Anyway, maybe what I'm trying to say is sort of getting lost in the weeds here. The fact that makes you were wondering what the fuck?
The fact that you were wondering.
Oh, where the fuck did I? Oh, I was pulling makes from down here. Hi. I can't read.
Dyslexia.
We've been doing this for a year.
And I can't read.
Dyslexia doesn't go away with practice.
Dyslexia doesn't go away with practice.
Kind of a thing.
especially because, like, I've said this before of how I read stuff. I look at, like, the first 3 letters and the last 3 letters and just kind of assume what's in between. So if I say something that's a completely different word than what's there, just know that that is how I am reading that word, is the beginning and the end of it. So if it's a completely different word, it's because I just assumed. God. Anyway, maybe what I'm trying to say is sort of getting lost in the weeds here.
Oh,
The fact
shit.
that you were wondering if I turned gay, it makes me think maybe you're still not quite on the wavelength I'm trying to ramble on here. Maybe we should wrestle this topic to the ground another time. There's a lot more I'd want to say, but this is probably not the venue. I mean, not literally wrestle to the ground, because that is maybe literally the gayest course of action we could possibly take, but you know what I mean.
Hey, not to distract or anything, but Mel, there's a giveaway for an autographed Dandadan script.
Yo! Send that to me.
Send that right now.
Send that to me right fucking now.
Copy link. I'm just gonna drop that. Fuck me.
I don't think they dropped that. Chat, I do not think they dropped that.
If there's anything they dropped, it's dropped call. God damn.
I put it in voice chat. That's what I was trying to do, but I accidentally clicked general instead.
Alright. Back in. It's you with Carcat.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by autographed Dandadan.
Imagine being distracted while we're doing this. Imagine.
Yeah, I'm totally not distracted.
Anyway.
Yes!
I
Yes!
don't know what
Later!
you're talking about.
Yes! Later! Talk later! Because then the words would stop! Oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
That's fine. We can talk about anything you want, anytime. I'm just still confused about what you're getting at is all. Like, what is the bottom line here? Are you actually attracted to boys now? Do you, did you, like, date any boys? But there weren't even that many boys on the Meteor. Well, there's the clown guy, but I don't really see you and him. That only leaves... Were you and Carcat... are you and Carcat? Like,
No! No, 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 no! I retreat to my safe place, and yet the words! The stupid fucking prattle! Jockeying like rowdy barn beasts up against the partitions of good fucking sense! And the most basic personal boundaries! The goddamn blither of tactless nincompoops! How it continues to haunt my wretched ears! The words spill over the side of this enchanted metal frog discus like a babbling spring in a mythical forest covered by a guild of gossip-hungry lobotomy hobbits! This deluge of words leak from the inconsonant crevices of 2 brainless, gushing yammer-twats! It overfloweth! Oh, how it overfloweth, sogging my gray practical pair of pants! The leggings of a simple man, a humble man! It then continues its downward trickle, dousing my unremarkable shirt! The serviceable garments of your average Alternian Joe! Chilling the frail torso beneath a pathetic duffel of meat racked with heavy sobs! Sobs caused by words! Words which continue to drip and sluice and spill, threatening to drown me, pledging to, promising! And yet I will not drown! Why won't I drown? Please let me drown so the words will be no more!
Damn, dramatic much?
I'm pretty sure we're making Carcat uncomfortable now.
You think?
Dave, I think he's uncomfortable.
I think...
Oh, no
Hey,
fucking shit, Sherlock.
I think Carcat's uncomfortable. Weird.
He's an empath.
Welcome to chat, Cherry Bomb Diggity.
He's about to kill himself.
Hello, Nova!
Yeah, maybe
Dave
we should drop
Kekuser's
this.
here.
Okay. I don't know if you ever picked this up from him, but he's a pretty sensitive guy. What? No. It's true. He pretty much has he's pretty much the easiest dude to rip on and makes for an irresistible target. But you also have to know where to draw the line. Really don't want to actually, like, upset him. Yeah, me neither. What the fuck is he doing? Man, I don't know. It's just his regular shit, like an everyday occurrence, but with different bodily positions and geographic configurations. I see. Bro, will you get the fuck up here?
No!
Okay, suit yourself. Anyway, as you can see, I've been spending probably way too much time with trolls. Oh. I loved correcting the laugh. God. It messes with you. Gets you thinking about stuff, I can imagine. I think life was a lot more boring on the ship, but we talked about you all a lot. We would always wonder how you and Rose were managing to get along with all those crazy trolls. I think mostly we pictured a lot of arguments. That's not too far off. I'm still getting used to having such insane limitless powers that let me go anywhere I want. It's tempting to go to time periods like yours and find out what I missed. But I don't want to mess with too much anymore, since it seems like I got the timeline and to a nice stable place as it is. So I guess I just have to do what any regular guy does and imagine fondly what it would be like if I got to travel with you guys. I wonder if I would have gotten, like, absorbed in troll culture too, or troll ways of thinking. It's really inevitable. You pick up the lingo, they pick up yours. It's like a stupid cultural meringue after a while that barely makes any sense from either frame of reference. I wonder if I would have learned to understand black romance. It's such a goofy idea, but it seems pretty important to trolls. They take all their quadrants pretty seriously, TBH. Yeah. Years ago when we first met the trolls, I remember being pretty fascinated by all our cultural differences when Karkat and Vriska were telling me about them. I remember really sincerely trying to understand it all from their point of view. It's hard, though. I still think about the idea of black romance sometimes and try to imagine how that really works or feels. I don't know.
Because you want to hate fuck Terezi.
Do you understand it? Yeah, I've spent enough time talking about it to where I think I get it, but I've never had cause or any real inclination to put it into practice or anything. Mainly the idea of hating somebody and translating that into attraction or some kind of romancy feeling, it feels so alien to me. And you're right, I have a really hard time even hating anyone in the first place. Word. I mean, I get annoyed by people, sure. Like who? Me? No, not really. Well, sometimes, but not much. I always tended to exaggerate my grievances with you for the sake of laughs. A better example, more recently, when I was doing my retcon mission, and I was getting really annoyed with Terezi and her mind games. Yep. It definitely never crossed the line to hate, though, because we were working together to try and fix a dire situation. And even though she's weird and insane, she's otherwise a pretty good friend. But all her needling and japes at totally inappropriate times when there was so much on the line, it was so frustrating. Karkat.
Egbert, I have news for you.
Whoa, he's back. All right, side up and everything. All right, side up and everything.
I heard you were talking about quadrants, so I decided to pause my tantrum. John, he paused his tantrum because they were talking about his hyperfixation.
Pretty much. Yep.
Bro is so autistic.
Bro
it is
is so
insane.
I
love him. He's just like me.
I feel that shit, dog.
Autistic king.
God.
I heard you were talking about quadrants, so I decided to pause my tantrum. John, all you're doing here is describing the subtle feelings which plant the seed for having a collisionist crush on someone.
What?
You heard me. You are naively admitting to struggling with some black feelings for Terezi. So there you go. Question answered. Turns out you are perfectly capable of black romance.
No!
A fair rebuttal. However, consider this counterpoint. Yes.
But I don't hate her, and I'm sure I never will. I'm just saying I find her, like, somewhat annoying and really aggravating a lot of the time, but that's it.
But that's exactly what the feeling is. It doesn't start out as full-blown antipathy, and it rarely even reaches such an extreme level of hostility even over a long-term black relationships. There are peaks to it, but otherwise a general ebb and flow to the dark feelings, just like with flushed relationships.
Okay, but I don't know if I'm expressing myself clearly. I felt aggravated by her a lot, but that doesn't fully describe... Like, there were those negative feelings, but also... But...
Yeah, that's it right there! The but is always part of it. What you're trying to say is, you had frustrated negative emotions toward her, but they don't comprehensively account for your attitude toward her. Meaning, there are some things about her you actually like, but the negative feelings make it hard for you to put your finger on them, or even want to acknowledge them. That is absolutely standard. What good would it be having a kismesis who didn't possess qualities you actually admired on some level? That would be boring, and it wouldn't even work. There'd be no tension, no push and pull in the turbulent emotional landscape. The subtle positive adds fuel to the negative feelings, often giving them a reason to exist at all. They inflame the aggravating factors, reminding you deep down how much you would like and admire this person if it wasn't for all their infuriating flaws, and the incredible sense of frustration that causes, along with all the associated hothead feelings. That's the essence of black romance. And the positive qualities you see deep down in a kismesis also serve the basis for red feelings toward that person, assuming the relationship ever starts to vacillate. It's all pretty straightforward, really.
No, this is messed up. I don't know, John. It all sounds pretty logical to me. Karkat knows his shit when it comes to quadrants. It can't be true though. It feels so fucked up. What if you're right though? No.
That's part of it too! The no is all part of the feeling. That's how it always goes. This sense of self-incrimination when it's dawning at you that you have these conflicting feelings towards someone who bugs you so much. Oh my god, this whole reaction is so fucking textbook. It's hilarious, really.
It's fucked up though.
It's supposed to feel fucked up.
Oh man. I just wanted to have a nice catch-up chat, not get so transparently owned at the trollmances. It happens to the best of us sooner or later. This crap is kind of old hat to me by now, but I get why you're kind of freckling at the implications here. You didn't have years of living with the trolls to kind of normalize this stuff. I don't think I want it to feel normalized though. I'm not ready to, admit that I have some warped spade crush on her based on some feelings I don't understand and make no sense to me. Oh god, what if it's true? I have to try it, and I have to try as hard as I can to suppress this feeling and make sure I never think about it again. Okay, sounds like a weenie thing to do, but sure, have fun with that. Fuck. Yeah, probably. Just please don't tell her about any of this, okay, guys?
John, you don't have to remind us about one of the most fundamental statutes of the Bro Code, which is practically fucking scripture on my planet, dating back hundreds of millennia. Dave and I fucking sleep and breathe the Bro Code and all of its clauses, no matter how fine the print. Feel free to come and talk to us about this anytime. Your secrets will always be safe.
Dude, that sentiment is well and good, but when you're pledging a vow of secrecy, maybe you should try and keep it down a little.
Damn. Yeah, sorry.
Also, in chat, just, is this where June Resi was born? This is not where June Resi was born, but this is where it matured.
God, I love June Resi. I need to read some June Resi hate fics. I need some.
So fair. If only Broadway Carcat it was still running. I mean, there's still Broadway stuck. It's just, I don't think it's the same Broadway Carcat anymore.
It's not, but Kate is great.
This is really confusing, though. Assuming you're right, and I am busted on having those feelings, and I'm not even saying you aren't, but I thought humans weren't supposed to be able to feel stuff like that.
Like what exactly?
Like, perceive and feel romantic stuff in the same way trolls do. Because we're aliens to each other. Well, okay, humans can feel the gay stuff pretty often, I guess. I didn't think we could feel the spade stuff, though. I don't know, I just thought it was some screwy biological difference. Nah, I disagree. Both humans and trolls are emotionally versatile, sentient beings that can feel many hells of different things. You're probably right. You would know better than me, at least. That's always a smart fallback position, by the way. Especially on rap. I could school you on rap, too. Are you confused about rap? No, Dave. I think I'm pretty squared away on rap. At least for now. So, this has been a hell of reminiscence so far. Yeah. Seriously though, I wasn't actually intending to fork this, like, instantaneously in the direction of some, like, legitimately sincere dialogue on fucking sexuality and romance. I didn't plan on this, dude. You gotta believe me. I believe you. It's been cool though. Yeah. Did we cover everything? Probably not. Oh, right. You dated Jade for a while, so there's that. Whoa, what? I mean, Dave Sprite did. Oh. And of course I mean the one from my time, obviously. Not the one from this time, who died, I guess, before that happened. Right. Man, that still just seems so sad. I guess even when you fix things, not everything can be perfect. Yeah. So, how'd that go? Me and Jade. Or, him and Jade. Okay, I guess. My sense was, it was kind of dramatic overall. I'm not sure it was the best relationship, probably because of Dave Sprite's, unique issues. But there were a lot of fun memories. I'll tell you about them sometime. Maybe when Jade is awake, because I'm sure she'd want to know too. Yeah. Hey.
Thanks you.
Thank you.
The girl you came with. Rose's mom. Roxy? Yeah. What's she like? She's nice. Really nice. She's fun and easy to talk to. It almost feels like she has always been one of our friends, you know? Yeah. How long have you and she actually been traveling together? Not too long. We met like a day ago. I mean, from my perspective. Huh. She's been through some really difficult stuff recently. Well, we both have actually, but I feel like it was all a bit more personal for her. Being on her adventure, then suddenly losing all her friends and watching Rose die right there. Well, she'd been kind of viewing Rose as a version of her mom. I was just some goofball drifting randomly here and there between realities, so I was mostly just confused by everything. But for her, I could tell it was all really devastating. I'm so happy she gets to be with Rose again. Not to mention all her other friends. For some reason, I feel happier for her getting to reunite with people she lost than I do for myself. It sounds like you like her. I do! No, I mean, actually like her. Oh. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, dude, after only one day, maybe you should slow your roll. I didn't say I did, though! I'm joking. It's fine, who cares? Oh, okay. She's my mom, isn't she? Man, I'm not sure if we should keep thinking about all our relationships that way. Why? It's kind of weird. Is it? Do you feel weird about dating my mom? Is that it? I'm not dating her, though! But if you did, then you wouldn't want to think of her like that because of the familial weirdness it invokes. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for every single deep conversation we can squeeze into this wacky rapid-fire session of fun pal talk. Okay, but I think I like thinking of her. I think I like thinking of her as my mom, even if it is a little weird. You do? Why? Not sure. I've never even stopped and thought about it before. The idea of what it would be like to have a mom, instead of a hyper-aggressive lunatic of an adult male guardian. I never let myself give it a second of consideration, but now, seeing her actually here, even though she's just some teen girl I never met, I like the idea. It's nice. Okay, yeah, that's actually kind of cute. Yeah, I guess it kind of fucking is. Alright, well, no matter what happens, it's okay with me if you want to think of her that way. Sweet. Jesus.
Good lord.
Damn.
Okay, now's a good time to point out that, hey, if you're watching this stream, you could be notified when another one comes up if you click that pretty little subscribe button and then the bell icon right next to it.
And also hit the like in the chat, which the like on the video on the stream. Jesus Christ. I just talked for so long. I'm so sorry. Seems like 11 of you already have. Good job, guys.
Hell yeah.
And if this is your first stream and you want to see the rest of them, there's a playlist on the channel that has all of our previous ones. And as we calculated earlier, that's 150 hours if you're trying to kill the time. God. Yeah. No, remember how I said earlier how we're in the final stretch, but this still is probably going to take like a couple streams?
I'm gonna be honest, if it goes at the same rate that last conversation had, it might be 3 or 4 streams.
It might be a lot of streams, because here's the thing, there's a couple of these pages.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just that one conversation took almost a full hour.
Exactly. God.
And we were only like minimally distracted during it. There was like only one off-topic route we took, and it was about League of Legends.
To be fair, that was a long one.
It was long.
Technically, this is my first stream here, but I've seen most of them. Hell yeah. Also, Benj in chat says he just wants a parent who actually cares about him. Oh, Dave.
Me too, buddy.
God, I wish I could sing in my Carcat voice. I wish I could sing in my Carcat voice so that I could give Aridin what they want about Carcat singing Hot to Go.
Fair.
Oh my god.
I'm currently doing a John and Vriska cover of One Thing from 36 Questions.
I totally thought you were about to say one of the songs from Epic. I don't know which one I thought you were going to say, but
I'm probably gonna do a cover.
Musical.
I'm probably going to do a cover of Monster at one point, but I think that's just gonna be like a regular cover and not a character cover.
Full speed ahead, motherfucker.
Yo, that would be a good one.
But yeah, Nil, aka Broadway Pfeffery, is making me do Get in the Water with them since I'm Broadway John.
Hell yeah.
I'm currently working on audition for Broadway Stuck, and it is a Chapel Roan song, and I'm starting to
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm starting to try to parody it, so to also apply for the lyrics position. But yeah,
I'm also thinking about auditioning for Broadway Stuck.
Hey, if you decide to audition for Caliborn, like you mentioned, I have a great song that you might be interested in. It was the one I was going to use if I had found it before I put in my audition.
Hell yeah!
It's so Caliborn coded.
All right, let's get
Are you
into let's get in.
I'm just
I'm
gonna say that
sorry.
real quick.
Sorry about what?
For stammering and all and being an agog grinning idiot. I just cannot actually believe you're real and here and alive and not dying, and so am I! Here with you, I mean, plus sharing all those mentioned attributes.
I can't believe it either.
Oh, I have so much to say. I think, even though I can't even think of this stuff at the moment.
I know what you mean.
Oh, I hope it's okay if I just sit near you not being, especially articulate for a bit.
That's more than okay, as long as you are willing to similarly excuse the spectacular demise of my capacity for artful self-expression.
Oh my god. You're Dirk! Wow, I just caught it. Wow. You sound so much like him. Oh my god, that's too perfect cute.
Dirk?
I can't get over it now. I can't unhear it. Even your voice sounds kind of like his, but it's just girl Dirk. Wow, yes.
He sounds like a hell of a guy.
Oh, you have no idea.
Well, I'm told he should be arriving here in a little while. If he's anything like Dave's late older brother, and if he's anything like me, which he apparently is, then this is when I'm guessing the real party will begin.
I'm ready.
I want to know things about him, such as if he shares his elder counterparts. Is it avarice?
Avarice.
Avarice for soft puppet ass. And if that, combined with his myriad vaguely unsettling psychological peculiarities, could occupy a dedicated team of therapists for years.
The answer is yes and yes.
Knowing this amuses me, for some reason. But mainly, there are things I want to know about you. I presume there will be plenty of time later to hound my biological father for the dirt on his proclivities.
What do you want to know about me?
Everything. I think the main difficulty in deciding what to ask is in sifting questions I would have for my mother. That is to say, the woman who raised me, from the questions I have for you.
Well, I didn't raise you or anything, but I can sincerely take a crack at both kinds of questions.
Okay. Do you really like wizards?
Rose.
Yes?
Rose. I fucking love wizards.
I see. As odd as it sounds, that actually does go pretty far in letting me know something about both of you.
Oh?
My relationship with her was complicated, but I've come to see that as mostly my fault. I was too young to understand her.
I never even got the chance to misunderstand my mom. Or grown-up you. I mean, I didn't get to misunderstand her in person. More like as a legendary figure, because I grew up 400 years after she died.
Right. I think I'm going to have to call the contest early. Yours is the more interesting biography by quite a lot.
Not really. Not to me, at least. I was lonely. I thought about her a lot to pass the time. Scroll down, please. She wrote hella books about wizards and rode a genocidal fat man down a waterfall of blood.
She wrote hella books about wizards?
Yeah! They were famous and good and everything.
Sounds like I fumbled into the wrong line of work. There's no money in the spurt business. Oh, there is. It just comes in incredibly stupid denominations, which are not particularly useful.
Do you have copies of these books?
Yes! Yes, I do. There are copies back on my planet. Assuming John didn't retcon them away like a book thief and sneak.
I would really love to read them sometime if you wouldn't mind.
No, not at all. By the
Oh,
sorry. They're
You're all
both
good.
pink.
Yeah. By the way, this is Kanaya. Sorry for the combination of bad manners and general dumbfoundedness which precluded a more timely introduction.
Hello.
Hey, that's a nice name, and also you're pretty.
Thank you. I admire the aesthetics of your name and appreciate as well, and in no small part, due to their respective similarity to your daughters.
Wow, man, that was somehow both a convoluted thing to say, yet smooth as hell. I'm impressed.
Welcome to Miriam City. Population, a whole lot of great remarks like that.
But yes, I'll get you those books. They're great. They made me want to write my own wizard books.
Did you?
Yeah, sorta.
I
Could I
love
read them?
Wizardy Herbert.
It's so good.
Hey, you got to read mine.
Yeah, but you were like an old pro when you wrote yours. They're like freaking masterpiece wizard fics. They won Pulitzers and shit.
Did they really?
I don't know, probably.
Oh.
I don't know, they're just very, very good. So, like, the ancient prize scholars, I'm sure, were like, dude, these wizards are very, very fucking good. Give them all the awards, then shut down the awards. But not because of the looming apocalypse, just because you literally cannot do better than these wizards.
I can live with that. It's always been one of my professional goals to write tales of magical men so provocative they could cause the permanent and unceremonious dissolution of the least one prestigious award.
So yeah, I don't know, I guess you can see. But it's a pale ghost of a story compared to your stuff, and also I'm kind of weird.
I like weird.
Yeah, just your opinion means a lot, and I'm nervous you might think it sucks.
But I never even wrote the masterpieces you read. I think you may have a view of my abilities which I haven't earned yet. Really, I'm not that good. I have my own story drafts, which you can read if you'd like. They're nothing special, frankly.
Oh, really? Oh man, okay then, that sounds fun.
Aridin in chat says, VOFT, if you were in Heather's, who would you be? I don't know, because I have... People have told me, like, literally, like, 7 different answers for that.
JD is one of my dream roles. I will say it right now.
I have been told by
I'm
a few
evil, I've
people
never
that
seen
my
Heather's
voice would
before in
fit
my
JD.
I
But at the same time, is JD.
I probably would be most likely to be cast as Heather Chandler. But if I think I relate to Veronica more though.
Yeah, I've been told mostly either, like, Veronica or fucking Heather Chandler.
Handshake, handshake.
Yeah.
Speaking of Heathers, sorry to make the tangent slightly longer. But earlier today I was singing fucking Underworld from Epic. Don't say anything, whoever was talking earlier about me in that fucking musical. And I got to the part, waiting, but my mind did a fucking thing, and it went from that song to Candy Store. Honey, what you waiting for? Waiting for. Welcome to my Candy Store.
God.
I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Okay, I'm done with my tangent now. Apologies.
I still think it was a great decision for me to make Harry Anderson's ringtone for Vrissy fucking Candy Store.
Yeah.
It was.
If during your manuscript exchange you need someone to read over your shoulder, say to proofread or to purge each sentence. Oh my god, sorry. Sorry. Say to proofread or to purge each sentence of punctuation and capitalize the first letter of every word, I'd be happy to volunteer. Strictly professionally, of course, and not because I really want to read your wizard things too. I really want to read your wizard things too. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, sure, it's okay. Kanaya, sorry, me and Rose are babbling away here to each other. We don't mean to be excluding you.
It's fine. I am thoroughly enjoying my role as a spectator. I know that Rose has been looking forward to this a lot, and that she received similarly vicarious and polite passive enjoyment from the interaction I had with my ancestor. So now I will just resume the politely passive part of it.
You don't gotta. Jump in whenever you're feeling it. I love meeting new trolls. Well, at least when they're not evil or something. I love them not evil trolls. Like the cranky one over there in Rad Ruby Shades.
Terezi.
Yeah, she's a boss.
That's a pretty fair way to describe the aptitude of anyone higher than me on the hemo spectrum. But yes, you are right.
Oh, also, lest we forget about dear Fefeta.
Fefeta? Do you mean Feferi?
No, Fefeta. She was a dear precious soul.
Hmm.
She was my sprite. Guess she never happened in this version of stuff, though? Dang. That's sad, but maybe not quite as sad as her existing then exploding? I'm confused. Whatever. Wonder what else is different, too. Fuck.
Well,
Wonder what else is
you-
different.
well, you died too.
I did?
Yes, while pushing me out of the way of a fork. So, thank you for that, retroactively, and to a different version of you.
Jeez. Yeah, I had a really similar thing happen in my timeline, also involving a fork. And even though you're okay now, it's still almost too sad to even talk about.
Yeah. We didn't get to exchange even a single word before you were gone. All I could think was, how can this be happening again? Luckily, the sense of misery was short-lived, though. It wasn't long before I was informed the incident was part of something bigger taking shape, and that John was on his way with a different version of you. I had no idea what a different version actually entailed, but I wasn't about to quibble. I was so relieved.
Same. Although, instead of waiting for you to come back, I had to jump through all these hoops with John. And went through some, different stuff. I may have thrown an impromptu funeral for you dead body.
You did?
Yep. Sorry if that sounds weird. And I knew I was coming to meet a new version of you, but it helped me with, feelings about people I left behind.
Funeral. Wow. That... Sorry for this if it comes off as odd, but that is so mom of you.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like you, Mom.
Me too.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yay, trauma!
Mommy issues acting up.
How could us write those
Fault.
words?
Ugh. All right.
Let's have a nice little mental health check with the with Chad here. Everybody
Not gonna
doing okay?
Yeah, fucking chat. Who would everyone be involved in Hamilton? I don't know. I've never watched Hamilton specifically just because I cannot stand fucking
God.
what's his face's voice.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. I can't stand his fucking voice. I'm so sorry. I can tell whenever he's wrote a song, and his writing isn't bad, but
Well-
like, it's just himself.
Didn't someone write a Hamilton rewrite, but with Cancri in place of Hamilton?
It's the same person.
Yeah.
Oh. Hi, person. Why would you do this?
No.
I'm glad everyone else in chat is crying with us, by the way.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, let's get back in.
All right. I don't mean to be too analytical by getting to know you, really. I guess comparisons are a little hard for me to avoid, since the adult version of you played such a significant role in my life. So I can't help seeing the similarities when they're there. But also, you are so clearly your own person, shaped by your own experiences, and that is the person I would prefer to get to know, rather than a young avatar for the memory of a departed parent. Yet this is the context which somewhat inescapably colors my perception of what you reveal. So, while some observations are in the vein of predictable, charmingly so, mind you, others I regard as surprising.
What about me surprising?
Well, you aren't. You don't quite seem like a person who.
Hmm?
I don't want to ask anything that would sound rude to you or spiteful to her, because I don't feel that conflicted about this anymore, particularly since I had my own troubles with it. So it would be pretty hypocritical.
Conflicted about what?
Let me back up a little. It was a long ride on that meteor. One experiences things over a few years, given a lot of time to think. Changes and such. About halfway through, I started to think more. About Mom, and about you, knowing that I'd probably meet you and, I don't know, live up to the experience? It's silly, but I'm guessing you understand what I mean. Basically, I was just nervous. Sorry?
Sorry, I needed to scroll.
Oh. And it was all mixed up with feelings of conflict and remorse over my mother, who, to my hazy preteen recollection, never wasted a day in my life on sobriety. She and her habit put all those days to quite effective use, actually. And I don't even quite remember the thought process that led to this, but I sort of ran with it too. The habit, I mean. For a while at least. I was still distraught about losing her and wanted to understand her, to connect with her in some way, and I guess that was the only idea I had. And on some level, I think connecting with her was also a way of preparing myself to meet you, even though that probably makes no sense, since you aren't literally her and don't share all her. I guess I shouldn't speak for you, though.
So, you're saying you surprised them unlike her in that way because they don't seem like someone who'd get drunk off her ass all the time? Well, I guess I should be flattered if you really think so, but wrong.
So, you...
My story's kind of like yours. I had a mom I never knew and wanted to feel close to her however I could. I grew up mostly unsupervised in our old house. And it had all this old stuff in it, plus some old booze squirreled away here and there. And I just, started up, even though I was way too young for shit like that. Whoops. And like I said, it was a bit light on... it was a bit light on discipline around then. It's not like a bunch of silly pumpkin eaters were gonna try to stop me.
Pumpkin eaters?
Chess guys. Loads of them. But yeah, I wanted to be like her and do what she did mostly, just... and do what she did, but mostly just made a hot catastrophe of myself. I doubt that's what she wanted. At the time, it seemed like a cool thing a real intellectual and mysterious book celebrity would do while also leading a badass and secretly subversive life in opposition of tyranny. But I think what is more likely is she knew the whole world would end. Ooh, that's a. Give me a second. She knew the whole world would end and everyone would die no matter what she did. Which was probably hard to live with. I don't know if I can blame the old lady for wanting to get a wee bit sauced after a couple of rapping clowns won a presidential election. I fucking wish they did! My
Who's to
god!
say clowns didn't?
Well, one clown
Just
sure
not
did.
the ones we were expecting.
Right.
God.
The sacred texts were wrong.
Yeah, Wait, what? Clowns?
Long story. Bad story. Please continue.
Okay. Yes, I'm sure my mother knew the end was coming too. Knowing that helped put a lot of her behavior in context for me. I was always too young to understand.
Poor moms. Poor adult dead sexy lady us.
Truth.
But anyway, back to us. Kid alive, sexy lady us.
Yes. It sounds like your Rose had an incredible career, but all things considered, I prefer being kid alive, sexy lady me.
Agree. I know what you mean about being nervous. About me, huh?
Moonsetter.
Moonsetter. About meeting you, I mean. Maybe nervous isn't quite right, but when I started thinking about meeting you is when I started thinking I should try being not quite such a mess. So I started taking the idea of cleaning up my act more seriously.
Ultimately, I concluded the same thing. I decided it wouldn't be a very dignified way to make an entrance, or for that matter, a very constructive way to help out in a struggle to preserve reality. Luckily, I was able to cut it out a while ago. I admit, it wasn't easy, but it helped a lot to have people around looking out for me. Poke.
I'm sorry.
It's poked.
Yeah, I had friends help me too. I couldn't have done it without them either.
I never had IRL friends before this trip. It's interesting to observe the various ways they apply themselves to your benefit. Some people are around to make you feel like you're worth sticking with, even when you fuck up. And some people are around to kick your ass to make sure you don't.
I think I had to play the latter role to my friends a lot. And also to myself, I guess, who kicked your ass. Was it the yelly guy over there?
No, Karkat was mostly preoccupied with his own shenanigans. The yelling is deceptive. He's a rather private person. Riska, however, she really is quite an extravagant bitch.
Lamau.
But it turns out people like that tend to have some convenient assets, such as the sheer force of personality to keep a bunch of idiots from falling apart. Don't get me wrong, it's quite annoying, but useful.
Yeah, I probably should have been more of a bitch to all my peeps. Maybe we wouldn't have gone to jail and died.
Let it be a lesson to us all.
Seriously, though, it's so nice hearing your stories. Especially the similarities of stuff we experienced. Wizards and writing and mom stuff and even bad things we went through. And obviously we're similar by DNA and all, but even so, it still feels comforting. That even if you flip the universe upside down and change it all around, pull us apart by centuries, kill humans off, flood the world, we're still connected to each other. In a mysterious way that goes beyond genes and circumstance. And I think that is some tight frickin' noise to consider.
I'm considering it right now. And yes, that noise, it is so tight.
Hey, what are we talking about over here?
Damn it, Dave.
No, it's he heard the like sick fucking noise and he was like, "Is that another Dave?"
Is Karkat in this one? I wasn't paying attention.
This one is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't.
there's Riska in here.
I thought I was gonna rest. Man, I okay.
Rest is for the weak.
Tavros Sprite, is it okay if we pretend to have a conversation over here for a while? So that I look busy and not to come off as a big doofus as I've heard. So that I look busy and not to come off as big as a doofus as I feel like. I can oblige and also personally identify with that idea and the feelings of self-blameless behind it, but I could also help you out with a real conversation too instead of a fake one. In fact, maybe we already even said enough words together just now for that to qualify. Oh, Tavros, right. You've always been the one ray of light shining through the clouds in what has otherwise been an emotionally stormy game experience for me. I'm so grateful that you found it in your ghostly bosom to drift over to the Lomax now and cheer me up. often enough to give me a real pick-me-up when feeling blue over friend problems, but just as seldom enough to feel like a rare delight when you did. Yeah, I was under strict instruction from Vriska not to interfere with the timeline much for lots of months, so I didn't say hello often. She held me back a lot, or she helped me be back alive, so I owed her for that much on one hand. But on the other, I think she was doing her bossy thing for the sake of just telling me what to do. And I didn't see how just being friendly sometimes was even changing the timeline much, or what that idea even mattered. Because it seemed like most of you all here never did much important stuff anyway. It's true. More tip-top wisdom from that sage bullhead nugget of yours. Why do you want to... why do you want to be pretending... Why do you want to be pretend... Oh. Why do you want to be pretend talking, even though it's real? And look busy to your friends. I'm just not up to all this socialization yet. Maybe I never will be. I feel at ease talking to you, but all the others, I don't know. It feels really awkward, and I think I'd lost most of my prior bravado due to a lot of the bad things that happened with my friends. What happened with them? I just messed up with everyone in a lot of ways, and I'm too embarrassed to even talk about. Now I just feel gushy about everything, I guess. Even polite conversation with fun new people I should be thrilled to meet. Can you scroll down a little bit, please? Thank you. I haven't even set things right with my buddies now if I wanted to. Jade is asleep, so I can't make amends with her after she became an angry robot and punched me in the gut and jailed me and threatened me with eternal marriage and baby-making duties. I mean, I may have a good ass, but... I mean, sure, she was brainwashed when she did all that stuff, but I'm sure I did some stuff to deserve it. Dirk is still way off somewhere, so I can't address that whole spicy meatball, which I still feel terrible about. And Roxy... Well, okay, Roxy's right there, but look at her. She's having a blast with all these people, and she actually really likes and those who are probably actually likable. She probably wants nothing to do with me either, so I might as well do her the courtesy of leaving her alone. But isn't she waving at you and saying hello right now, due to almost certainly to overhearing you talk about her name?
Hi, Jake!
Oh, yeah. It would seem she is. Those are probably pity waves, though. I don't think that's true. I've been the getter almost exclusively of the pity versions of various deeds directed at me, and I think that's not what she's doing. Those are normal waves and hellos. You should probably do one of those things back to her.
Hi, Jake! Jake! Jake, damn it, hi!
Oh, sorry. Hi, Roxy. You're with us again, and I like that. Nice, bro. Keep working at behaviors of that sort. Your self-esteem will get bigger. I like that. Thunderations, what a fucking clod I am. I really need to keep a lower profile. Even basic pleasantries are a bit above my huckleberry for now. Fucking fancy man words over here. I get it. Self-esteem is probably the hardest emotion to master. It helps to have help. And I appreciate it, Mr. Tavros Sprite. I really do. No, I mean, not from me. Do you have a fantasy phantom representing your self-esteem who you can look up to? A phantom? Because I did once, and it helped me. Then it became real and really helped me. But not because of believing or anything. Just because of coincidence, he happened to be my ancestor.
Also, this conversation is why we have Tavros Jr.
Yeah, I know.
We love Tavros Jr.
Oh, shit. How did that never compute?
Yeah, this is why he named him his name Tavros Jr. Tavros.
God, I really do need to start the epilogues from...
Hey, we're almost there, and then me and you were gonna go through them, okay?
Yes! Yes! Okay.
Well, yes, I suppose I have something like that. A brain rot. A brain rot. Fuck.
You know,
I-
skibbity and all that.
you know, skibbity toilet, Ohio, Riz, all that good stuff.
I'm going to
Wasn't
find
Briscoe like
brain
posted in this one?
You know, Tavros, have you ever watched Kai Cenat?
A brain ghost of my friend Dirk who visits me sometimes. I guess he represents my self-esteem, but I don't know how helpful he actually is. Why? Because all of the concentration that my relationship with real Dirk has caused... Consternation. Blah, 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 blah. All the consternation that my relationship with real Dirk has caused me. He says all the right things to make me feel better about myself, but when he visits my brain, I never actually feel that comfortable or good about myself. I just feel kind of weird and truthfully spend most of the time hoping he just goes away, and he probably knows that too because he's in my brain and it makes me feel weirder. I see. Your brain is complicated then. I'm guessing it's because you're some sort of genius? Really? Yes, absolutely. I have a sense for these things. Gosh. Maybe instead of listening to the upsetting words of a complicated brain ghost, what a brilliant mind like you needs is something simpler. Like listening to the nice and flattering words of a real friend. Maybe you're right. Man, will you drag the page down a bit?
Sorry.
Your brain's off in the Amazon. Not related to that. Have I mentioned you're actually quite handsome for a human? Wow, you think? Also, you have a dashing personality, and you seem pretty strong, and for
Really?
you're very small.
Bone Jones in chat, $5. Please never say skibbity toilet ever again.
Will do.
Getting paid to
For-
never say skibbity toilet.
Oh god.
You know what? For money, I'll
Strike up
do
the
anything.
contract.
That is legal.
God.
And you seem pretty strong, and for your very small pair of creamy-looking pants is cool. I love the short shorts. Holy cow, you're right, Tavros Sprite. Those nice observations about me. Why, they really do seem to be making me feel at least infinitesimally better about myself. What a chum! This is only the beginning of the feel-good feelings you can force inside. You can force inside of you. That sounds so wrong. God, I hate my brain.
Talking to ourselves again, huh?
Through
We
the
really thought this one through, guys. Yeah!
Yay!
This really was just three talking to... No, wait, no, never mind. No,
There was one.
The first one went well, and now we have this.
God.
Through the repetitive mentionings of such things about you, but also through developing yourself as a brave, alive hero. It's too late for me to do that since I lived a weak life, died, and was lucky enough to have a friend with a good heart to bring me back. But only as a spiritual guide, such as the one floating before you. So I can't be that heroically great anymore by tragic definition, but you can. You're living, strong, nice, and even of higher importance. Immortal. So that gives you, by my estimation, literally forever. So get better, and better, and better, and finally prove yourself. That way you can win your friends over and everyone will like you again. Boy shitting howdy. Just imagine, from hobbledehoy. Fuck, that's a word.
The fuck?
From hobbledehoy to hero. Wouldn't that spiffy predicament just be razz my berries?
She razz on my berries.
God.
Tavros, would you leave that poor kid alone? What sort of nonsense are you telling him?
Nothing.
Oh, bullshit. You're filling his head with lies, aren't you?
No, it's just a basic conversation, not about any topics. You're probably going to say that you're probably going to say you disapprove of.
Oh god, wrong thing. I love
Hey, kid! What's he? Huh? Oh, okay. I gotta make it quieter. Hey, kid! What's he telling you? What's your name again? Jape?
Yes, sure.
Who even cares? Your overly simplistic human names all sound so alike to me. Anyways, listen, Jape. Whatever load of shit he's telling you in a misguided effort to cheer you up, don't listen to him. It's all a bunch of sappy, delusional garbage. I'm not going to let you down easy, and someday you'll realize this is the biggest favor anyone's ever done for you. You are never going to do anything important, and you'll never amount to anything. Period. Neither is Tavros.
Hi, Mel, if you scroll up a little bit, you'll see a line that Tavros Sprite was supposed to say.
Oh, sorry.
However, that is completely in character, so we shall continue. Wait, no, hold on.
No, you hold on, Tavros. You had more than enough chances to prove you could be a relevant contributor to our adventure, but you blew it every step of the way. It's time to face the facts. You're never going to have that big moment that vindicates your arc of personal development. It's just not going to happen.
And whose fucking fault is that?
I literally was thinking it.
No, I know that. I just admitted that. You weren't listening to our...
It's not going to happen for Jape here. It's not going to happen for Jape here either. So stop filling his head with nonsense. I can just smell it off of him. He's just like you, really. A loser is a loser. Did we get a sniffle? Damn it, you broke me. Here's the bottom line. Pages just suck. All of them do. They just can't ever seem to get it together. I think it just happens to be the class players get stuck with if they're naturally that sort of person. It doesn't mean they don't have value as people, but they'll never have anything significant to contribute, so they really should just stay out of the way. There's a certain quiet dignity in understanding your utterly crippling limitations as an individual. Ideally, a very quiet dignity. So the important people can still hear themselves think.
Can you shut the fuck up? No.
Oh, I'm not standing for this page slander. No, I'm
Says
not
the
taking
page.
this. Yeah, what the fuck?
An old bestie of mine was a page of space, so, yeah, I will not stand for this either.
I'm a witch.
I'm an heir.
Witch gang.
As
I'm
the
a maid.
As also a maid, I won't stand for it, but I'm going to support both sides either way.
Hey,
Okay, but what about all that big page potential?
That's also a lot of misleading horseshit, and really kind of a cruel stipulation of the class, to be honest. It makes losers think there's actually some light at the end of a long tunnel, so it keeps them dreaming instead of facing the facts. Sure, they could reach all that potential if they worked really hard for a long time, but don't you get it? The very nature of who they are prohibits that. They don't have what it takes to stick it out to the end because they're too weak mentally. So it's just the game playing a nasty joke on them, like dangling a carrot at the end of a ridiculously long stick. Only an asshole would knowingly play along with such a vicious hoax.
Sorry. No. In any form of friendship encouragement, no matter what, it's universally great, I think. We all learn from this fact, from lots of things we see and enjoy in stories and stuff.
Oh my fucking god!
No, Tavra's right. She's right. She's right.
The fuck she is?
Vriska, look at what you did. You made my friend Jabe fuck, Jabe sad. Don't listen to her. And come here, buddy, for a reassuring embrace.
Davros, don't you fucking touch him! Remember, you've only been prototyped once. Do you really want to fuse into an external monstrosity with that weenie? God, what a weenie singularity that would be. Maybe I should stand back and let it happen. For science. Also, it would serve you right.
Oh, yeah? Oh, well, get a load of this. Actually, no. You're right, of course. I won't hug him. Because that sounds really, really bad. Sorry, Jape.
AU where Vriska doesn't stop them in time, so everyone just has to deal with Tav Jake Sprite.
Honestly.
The
And
most
then-
pathetic motherfucker.
By Jove, this hurts.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I feel like Tav Jake would kind of complete each other in a way. Like, I feel like their experiences with self-doubt are so opposite that if they fused with each other,
It would cancel out.
It would cancel out, yeah.
He would just be some dude. He would literally be normal.
Like,
It would
yeah.
just
He would be so
normal.
fine.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like, yeah,
He would
wouldn't
just be okay.
He wouldn't be exceptional, but he'd be like, you know that meme where it's like, daddy issues, mommy issues? Jake is the... Actually, you seem sort of self-actualized right now, and I respect that. At the end. Or Jake Tav Sprite.
Yeah.
All right. Vriska, shouldn't we get back to our strategy meeting soon?
Yeah, pretty soon.
It's like we used to say in the old days. Time is dead, kids.
Believe me, I haven't forgotten. That's as true now as it ever was. Only difference is now we're working together to prevent the bodies from piling up. We still have a little time before we need to get serious. And anyway, when you're managing a team, you need to balance things. Gotta keep morale up, you know? The troops have been itching for a feel-good moment like this for a long time. As a competent leader / power gamer extraordinaire, it's incumbent on me to recognize that and cut them a bit of slack. Give them a little space to remember what they're all fighting for, you know?
Yeah, great point.
We could do the same, you know? Over the last few years, we've had so many great times and buried all the old hatchets deep enough that I think it's easy to take our relationship for granted. Doesn't hurt to remind ourselves how lucky we both are. And how close we came to going in completely different directions. Anyway, I'm glad this is the path we chose. I couldn't ask for a better Moirail.
Me neither. I don't know how I would have lived with myself if I had gone through with it, and we'd be dead if I hadn't. Thank God for Egbert. Never tell him I said this, but for a dork, he... Let's just say you did a great job training him once upon a time.
Hey, so did you. Some version of yourself was badass enough to write down all those instructions in her own blood just before she died. Sounds like a real hero to me. Sometimes I wonder what things would be like if we never had our falling out. It was a lot like this back in the old days, remember? Just hanging out, working together. Not much drama, except I guess for the occasional ethical debate on how our foes should be dealt with. What if it never spiraled out of control? If I never blinded you? If you never blew off my arm? What if you decided to send John back to change all that instead?
I didn't write the instructions myself, but I'm sure I never considered it. Everything we went through back then made us stronger. It was something to work to put behind us, not erase. Something that was worth the effort.
Yeah. Cricket.
Also, I just pat trap and chat. Oh god. Dang, you're all still going? Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we go for 3
Yeah.
hours straight.
Save us, please.
Shout blather blah blah words blah blah tactus nincompoops. Shout ramble screed. Blah blister bemoan blah blah gossip hungry lobotomy hobbits. Shout yell screech holler brainless. Gushing yammer twats.
Oh, God. What is he going on about now?
Sounds like he's yelling at Dave and John about something.
So, John's been here for all of 5 minutes, and he already tripped Carcat's tirade siren?
He's not actually angry. He's embarrassed about something. My ears finally tuned to all... Hello? Sorry. Fucking quirk. My ears finally tuned to the... Hello?
I think it's supposed to be all the Vantrum nuances.
I was gonna say. Alright. My ears finally tuned to all the Vantrum nuances.
Embarrassed? About what? Think he might actually be bent out of shape over the fact that he's not leader anymore?
No way. That's something very personal.
I wonder if John's been asking what the deal is with he and Dave. John was pretty nosy, if I recall.
I think it's more likely Dave is just rambling sans filter again.
Yeah, he does that a lot, doesn't he? Hey, as long as we're swearing each other to secrecy and stuff, make absolutely sure they never know I said this, but he and Carcat are kind of adorable? In whatever quadrant that whole situation settled in, I don't know, it's none of my business, really. I just never would have guessed.
Agreed. I guess we stuck to ourselves mostly, and Rose and Kanaya were all, So that left them and their cute mayor's sidekick to sort things out among each other, without interference from a bunch of crazy fucked up girls. I'm happy for them. And for me too. If you hadn't been around, I have a feeling I would have gotten sucked into some weird bullshit with both of them.
Sounds rough. Guess that's one more bullet dodge, thanks to yours truly.
Guess so. Geek.
Them.
Gonna miss you.
Just them.
I'm gonna miss you.
Second best.
So you have to get going soon?
Yeah, I really can't waste much more time. Just have to get all these goofballs squared away. Then I'm off.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
No. Well, not really. Nothing important.
What is it?
That's Dom. You'll probably laugh at me.
No, I won't. Come on, tell me.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, tell me. What good is having a Moirail you don't feel like you can talk to?
I don't know. I'm not sure I can even put my finger on what's bugging me. I feel like I should be psyched for the battle ahead. Like, pumped up to kill some bad guys and finally end this, but I just feel a little weird. Especially knowing that you won't be there.
What does me not being here have to do with anything?
What if, when it's time to fight and people really need me to use, like, my powers or whatever, whatever it is I'm supposed to be able to do, what if it turns out I'm not actually that good?
But you already proved that you are. Another version of you basically saved us all, remember?
I know, but I was a different me who went through some things I never went through and probably figured out how to be awesome and heroic along the way. I never did any of that, and I certainly don't feel awesome and heroic yet. And this probably sounds really dumb, but it kind of makes me feel guilty.
Guilty? Why?
Because she pretty much sacrificed herself to make things better. Specifically better for me, I think. To let me lead a better life, presumably. To fix my problems, I guess. But I don't feel fixed. I actually kind of feel a weird sense of pressure. To be the best version of myself. Like, the most productive and heroic and well-adjusted Teresian Paradox base. I'm definitely not that Teresi.
Okay, you are being way too hard on yourself here. I really doubt that's what the other version of you intended. That's not even how shit works. People don't just get fixed. Even if circumstances change so you have a smoother ride, you're always going to have flaws. I guess you should always try to be the best version of yourself, but I think it's also important to be okay with the fact that you aren't perfect. I've got flaws too. I mean, obviously. But I'm mostly okay with them.
Wow, you don't say.
Hey, shut up! I'm just trying to offer a little perspective here.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I'll try to forget about this stuff and just focus on helping out the team. It'll be hard doing it without you, but I guess I've managed to do it before, even if I don't remember.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I know you can do it.
When will I see you again?
Someday. I'll do my best to shorten the wait for you as much as I can, using time travel or whatever other nonsense I may have at my disposal. When all is said and done, I'll drop by Earth. Look you up.
I can't wait.
Blizzard, rattle, self-esteem, rattle. Ramble, mumble, brave alive hero. Mustard, Blizzard, finally prove yourself, babble, babble.
Tavros, would you leave that poor kid alone? What sort of nonsense are you telling him?
I'm like looking at the clock and I'm like, we could squeeze one more in, right?
That was pretty good, guys.
We can certainly try. Also, I'm very sorry what I have made.
What did you do?
Voice chat.
Oh, God.
It's like Gamzee in the toilet, but it's John in the toilet. Or is that Jake? I don't know. They look the same.
Yeah.
Oh no. Gino.
Is that a skibidi toilet?
That is a,
Oh my
that
god.
is- I was paid that,
No.
but I can't say it anymore. But that is in fact.
I was not paid.
I was also paid not to say it.
Oh my god.
That is Lucy paying you as well.
Oh, me?
That is Lucy paying all
No,
of us
me.
never to play it, never to say it.
I didn't receive no $5.
For those who can't see it, if you go look at memes in the VOFT official community hub in memes.
It's a good segue to say, if you haven't liked, commented, and subscribed, or joined our Discord channel, be sure to do that before the end of stream.
God. Alright, let's get into this because I feel like this is gonna be a long one. It's
Alright.
it's 3 fucking Strylons. It's gonna be a long one.
I'm gonna be so fucking for real. There is no way we have time for a 3 fucking Strylon and Kanaya conversation.
No, we got it.
We don't.
We're gonna go. No, we're gonna do it.
This we'll be here for another hour,
No,
Melanie.
come on.
Mel, please.
We're gonna take it. We're gonna do it. Just go off. Go on.
Alright. Dave, we were sort of in the middle of something here.
Actually, wait. Yeah. Let me actually double check how long is this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that might be important.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God,
especially since-
Friska!
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's no time
okay,
for this
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
conversation.
we do not have enough time for this
A
one.
lot.
There's characters that aren't even cast in this conversation.
That's a lot.
God. We could skip to Jake and John. No. I think we should probably stay in order. In that case, we'll just end this right here. God. Yeah. We got halfway through this.
Wow.
That's
Well done, everyone.
We did it. We solved
Homestuck is
Homestuck.
long, guys.
Homestuck is really long, especially towards the end. Oh my god, it is so.
We did it,
long towards
gamers.
the
We
end.
solved Homestuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's this one with 8 conversations, and later on there's one with 10 conversations. And I'm pretty sure there's more in between. I think we still have a fair amount of streams left. I think I've been.
I think
think
we're
I've
gonna
been-
finish on New Year's.
I think I've been underestimating how many streams we have left because I've been saying like 2 to 3 more streams. I think we definitely have maybe 5 or 6.
And then we move on to the highest swap game.
God.
And we finally do
I-
Homestuck actually.
I don't know what we're doing after this. I think Homestuck on actually is a good idea. We just
I
need
think
to-
it's just a good buffer between when we come up with something more substantial to do. But we have enough people
We-
to play that there's like a month of
We need
play sessions before
to-
we get to the
Yeah.
the championship.
that one's just about scheduling, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing for everyone, we will not be having a stream next week. Because I have to work a
Black Friday.
12-hour shift next week.
Good lord.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
I'm
Arcade's
scheduled
gonna be
for-
over.
I'm scheduled for 11.
I'm
But
scheduled from working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh.
Uh,
Jesus.
but you
Yeah.
guys know what you can do for more VOFT Homestuck content. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah, and hit the like button.
For that 1 week, you can watch our many different VOFT-isms.
Voftisms. And I'll probably be uploading shorts and things, because, Alright, well, in that case, thank you all for joining us. This was fun. This was a good one.
This was the fun talking to ourselves stream.
Yeah, this was the fun talking to ourselves stream.
Not me.
I
I
have been
didn't
your-
have to talk to myself even once.
I have been your host, Melanie Archer. You can find me here on VOFT. You can also find me on Blue Sky and on YouTube at Melanie Archer VA. I also work on projects like Project S, Podfields, and Pro Strider AU. So you can find me there, and also VHS. But yeah, you can find me at those places as well. So yeah, Pearls.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky now, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and if you want to see more stuff that I've been involved in, you can check out my That's Me playlist on my YouTube channel. It's full of videos of other videos I've participated in, and if you watch those videos, you would also be helping support those channels as well, which would be greatly appreciated. So go and do that. That's all from me.
Hell yeah. Also, I love that TK is in the chat just with the Project S account just I've been your lurker behind you with hammers.
Hello, Project
They're
Soundwave.
right behind
Everybody
you,
send
aren't
TK
they?
money for hammers.
God.
They're right
hammers.
behind me, aren't they?
Also, Zavi, I'm
Melly,
so glad. I'm
There's
so
a hammer
glad.
behind you.
I'm so glad that you are finally having finally reading John Ruins a Wedding. That's good. It's good shit. Also, the week after, on the week after next week, so the next stream that we have, I think TK will be here live with me, like in person.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
My condolences.
So TK will be here behind me with hammers in real life. God. Anyway, sorry, continuing. Jelly.
Hi, I'm Jelly Beanbag. You can find me on, on a lot of places now. I am starting a Twitch stream at some point. I think I'm probably going to start by playing some games, but when I'm a little bit better at drawing, I'm going to start drawing my comic writing process. I am also on Blue Sky and YouTube, but obviously those are brand new, so if you want to follow me there, I don't have much, but I will start posting the things that I've been drawing and the plans I have for my my comic and some stories that I'm working on. My YouTube, possibly I'll be doing analysis videos at some point, but that's still up in the air. I'll be discussing with Melanie when we're going to do Homestuck. Actually, I've been talking about it for the past couple months, but it's mostly just come down to scheduling issues and figuring out how to schedule everyone to compete with each other. And I guess I'm also part of C Crow Strider AU Project S, and assisting minorly in editing for VOFT.
Yeah. Speaking of, I need to talk to you about that.
Yes.
Next, Dolly.
Hi, you can find me on Instagram at soft_angelic, where I have a card with all of my other links, as well as my project channel, where I am currently working on dubbing all of Homestuck with my own little group, of which a couple people in here are also a part of.
Yahoo!
So yeah, other than that, I cosplay, I make silly little editing videos of me playing Minecraft, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, River.
Wow, I see how it is.
Oh wait, Gino, we totally skipped you. Hi, Gino.
Fucking, I'm forgotten, I guess.
I felt that. They've done that to me twice.
I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Gino/Sky. You can find me, namely, at SkyBlue1000 on the
Oh, I'm on Instagram too.
the
Sorry.
media site that can't be named. You can also find me at SkyBlue100 on Discord. I am usually in the VOFT channels doing something. Most likely lurking. You can also find me in Mel's basement. Please help. But I am mostly doing stuff on here. If you ever want to find me, just give off the good old subscribe. And other than that, yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, now last but not least, River.
Hello. I am River Witch. You can find me currently only on Twitter, River_Witch_VA. But I do have a Blue Sky in the works. I might make a YouTube channel soon. I am in CSAU as Carcat, Dirk, and Howl. I am going to be in the previously mentioned Homestuck reread. A somewhat secret. Caliborn. It's Caliborn. I love that misogynistic little crotch goblin. And while I don't have an ETA on it, I am also working on directing a dub of the fanfic Alternate Universe by Unda. So if anyone has good taste in fanfiction, keep an eye out for those casting calls sometime in the next month or two. More like sometime in the next when I get around to it.
God.
Bye.
All right, and with that, once again, thank you all for being here. This was fun. I am excited for when we continue and we can get the other 4 done, hopefully.
Someday.
No more leak
Someday.
tangents.
Hey, so what's with this fucking triumphant final battle ass music that's playing while we do this?
Hey, don't worry about it. All right. Well, goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys.